ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another World of Warships live stream with me, MrConway, and the glorious, amazing, unique Mr. Tuccy here. Oh,
hello!
Shit. I shouldn't touch you.
You touched me!
It's very, very nice to see all of you here. This is our 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours actually of normality for the week. We're super happy that we're here, that you're here, that we can all get to spend a little bit of time together just playing some World of Warships and not thinking about much else. Fantastic.
Some of us need normality more than the others.
That's true. We are, however, not just the two of us. We brought a +1, but it's a very shy +1.
Yes,
right?
yes,
he doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
He's very shy. He's
really
hiding in the dark corner, and
he's not used to being in the limelight. So he said basically, no, I don't want to be seen today. So he's just going to be heard and written. So say hello, voice from the off.
Hello. Yeah, apparently,
it's Crysantos from the background.
Yeah. Yes.
Apparently, he doesn't want to show his face because he needs a haircut.
Because I'm beautiful, and we need to rotate.
Is he slave? No, I don't think so. No, but it's So it's the three of us today. Our plan is quite simple. We just want to break up the week for everyone a little bit, and for us as well. We've been working from home since the last stream, and we will be again working from home until the next stream. So it's nice to come in and have like a little bit of a weekly catch up here with all of you guys and also with us. So we're going to play World of Warships on the EU server for about 3 hours. We do have a special bonus code with us. We're not going to be complete dicks about it. I think we'll share it in about an hour at 7 o'clock, so we can have some people trickle in. So if you're really just here for the code, feel free to tune out for an hour. But I recommend you stick around. As always, if you have any questions, we are live on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Steam. So all you need to do is just @ World of Warships in chat, ask a question, and there are three of us, so there's a good chance you'll get an answer to your question. If it's not, very stupid. That's my disclaimer. Yes, it's really irritating that you're over there, but I can't see you here. Crysantos, I don't like it.
Yes, I think we have to move him to the armchair.
Why? I don't.
Because now I'm set up here with my laptop to answer questions in chat. Because I'm nice to you, chat. You know that. You can see the guys in the camera, right?
Chat,
these are the evil guys.
Chat, can you X in chat if you really want to see Crysantos, or if you don't care as long as he answers your questions?
What do they have to type if they just care about
X if you really want to see him.
Chat, no X. No X. It's okay. Then I will have to move with everything I have.
Okay, thank you. And now, if you don't want to see him, use an F.
I'm annoyed by both answers, by the way.
Okay, so what's the F?
I think X.
I think X's win, yeah.
I think X's have it, Chris.
Okay, I'll have to. I hate you for this. Now I need to
yes, Virus. Crysantos doesn't know social distancing importance because where we want to move him is further away, so it's better for social distancing.
Yes, speaking of, because somebody was saying, where's your mask? We are in the Czech Republic, so we are legally obliged to wear one when we're outside.
Chat.
And it's right here, but honestly, I think it's a bit much for this stream.
Chat.
If the two of us are going to infect each other, it's going to happen, mask or not.
I blame you, chat. You. And you. And you. And you. And especially you. You are evil.
Well, anyway, he's going to walk over to the other camera. Please
turn on the camera.
Switch on the camera when you walk past it. Fantastic. So yeah, how's your week been, everyone? Our week has been...
Well, working from home.
I have 2 small children at home, and my wife also works at home. So it's been challenging. You know all those memes you see on the internet and on TV from like people, funny memes of people from home with their children in the background screaming and stuff. It's not funny. It's a serious business. And it's
Chris, apparently you just blamed Gepard 182's cat sitting in front of the monitor.
Yeah. Exactly. That was the cat I was talking about, and you know it.
And Shane Juice says he has the same glasses as you, the same frame.
Oh.
There's a random fact.
Can you take Conway away instead?
Kane says,
Chat, I like you.
so many bad players playing. Games finish in 10 to 12 minutes, all one-sided. Well, Kane, I've also been playing.
And he's one of them.
I've had really good games, actually. Really good games. Oh, I've actually had, already have 2 people messaging me for games. You know what?
Apparently my audio is a little low, so I will try to fix it by being closer. Or that.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, just go closer. Lower Crysantos' microphone. Okay, a little bit, but not too much. Okay, look.
By the way,
did you set it up now? So
yes.
we didn't test this, so hopefully. So I see several issues here. So you're not Tuccy, and the camera is black. We should have. Okay, guys.
See, this is what happens when you do this.
Yes, this is what happens, chat. This is what happens when you interfere with best laid plans. Not that it was my fault or anything. So I'm going to try and turn it off and on again.
As usual.
Oh, wow.
As usual, chat. Blame Mr. Conway. # blame Mr. Conway. You know it's true.
Chris,
Yes?
before we switch to you, can you move my backpack out of the frame?
So
Why?
look, now at least we can look at Crysantos. Look at this.
Well, too late.
He's on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong side? You want
No, stay. We will just have even more. No, I've just moved.
Just a troll, Mr. Conway. Which is a really fun exercise. You should do it too, chat.
Yeah, you should do it more often.
Okay, Mr. Conway. I'll move back.
Echo?
Echo.
You mean the room is echoey, or there isn't echoey? My mic seems low. Guys, we tested this before. Echo? Wait, there is an echo. Why is there an echo?
Because you have 2 sound mixes. The second camera is there. Now it's gone.
Now it should be okay. Is it okay?
I've never had the camera transmit audio before. That's weird.
No echo. Yes, good.
Okay, sorry guys.
Awesome. Sorry guys, this was a bit on the fly, but
I
thanks
didn't
to...
actually know that it was possible to transmit audio from the camera through the capture card and into the PC. Today I learned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a comment about the nice PC that I have there. That's not the PC I'm using right now, but that's the amazing modded World of Warships PC. I'll close my laptop here. So
and the really sad thing is, right now we're using it as decoration and just to have the light on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the most powerful PC we have in here, right?
Yeah, pretty much, almost.
I think the gaming machines are on par.
So I'm just wondering, can I fix all of our names really quickly?
Unimportant. People know who is who.
So chat, while Mr. Conway is fixing this, how was your week?
Yep.
How is social distancing working out for you now? I'm alone at home, right? It feels a bit weird. It's you have a lot of time for gaming. I do admit that. My PC is running as
Crysantos looks like a therapist now.
Yes, let's talk about your problems, community. Tell me where the CV touched you. You were okay, now you're restricted to the base. See, that's a question that I find very interesting. We were actually talking about this internally. How is this being handled by the military? Because for me, there was a thought of hey, okay, if you're on a ship, it's very straightforward, right? You're on the ship, there's not much to do. But how does the military handle a situation like this in terms of social distancing? Maybe somebody in chat is actually in the military and can enlighten us. Oh, and can you turn up my microphone slightly?
Military doesn't. I just turned it down because somebody complained about it being too loud.
But I trust Commander Cornflakes.
Okay, I trust Commander Cornflakes as well.
Well, StatsBlock, I agree. They probably just isolate the whole ship. But what about a base or the regular military operations outside of ships? Hazmat suit for every soldier? Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just an interesting topic for me.
What model ships are those on top shelf? Night Hunter is asking on YouTube.
Shane says, I stream World of Warships and I have noticed that I have watchers getting drops like they are watching World of Warships stream.
Wow.
Thanks. Shane look, we love that you guys are streaming our game. We're very happy that you're part of our community. And that's Twitch drops are there for every World of Warships streamer as long as you have it enabled. and you're streaming World of Warships. Yes, we could just do it for the official channel, but that's something we don't want to do. We are very happy that you are participating, that you are actively streaming the game. So every channel who's streaming World of Warships does have access to that.
So yes, to answer the question, because I thought that it was a softball towards Crysantos, but the ships are Kobe, that's like a Lego-like thingy, Bismarck, and Yamato. And so far they are in the boxes, but throughout the year we definitely want to build them, and we might be building them live on stream. We will take some volunteers and they will be building.
Will we get low tier ranked season? A question. So see, like I saw something about the next ranked season today, but I'm not allowed to share it yet. I'm sorry, but you can be sure that we passed along your feedback about having ranked seasons very often on the top tier, tier 10, tier 9, or sometimes tier 8. So definitely something we passed along. And when it comes to the bonus code, yes, obviously today is the day where we're going to give you the code for week 3. I think we're going to do this very soon, so you guys can already start working on that set of missions. As usual, it's going to be very easy for you to get there, right? Once you get the bonus code, you go to your regional portal, you make sure you're logged into your correct account, and then you can easily just go through to the premium shop, and then on the top right corner you see a redeem wargaming code button where you can put it in, or you just go to your own profile on the wargaming.net page and go to the very bottom and click on activate wargaming code. Super easy, and then it will pop up in your personal assignments tab in your combat mission menu in the game. Super easy, super straightforward.
Okay.
Dasmorx is asking.
Sitting in the wrong chair, but I'm going to blame him. I'm going to leave it.
But
there.
you told me to stay here. Then no. maybe this is Crysantos. You know what? I'll put a torpedo here.
Anyway, guys. Anyway, in chat, they probably don't want me to do this, but I'm going to give a quick shout out to both Tuccy and to Crysantos, because the perceptive of you will notice that their titles are not the same as they usually are. Congratulations, guys! Once again,
Thank you.
Stream, both these fine gentlemen have been promoted. So Tuccy is no longer an associate producer. He's a regular publishing producer, and Crysantos is no longer senior community manager, but community producer, which I think everybody is still finding out what it means.
Does that mean that you are producing community now?
Yes, baby community.
I'm not sure that entirely falls within the PG-13 sort of theme of...
It's a mature stream.
Yeah, it's true. Fine.
Yes,
okay,
so...
Racer is saying, why am I able to put Stars and Stripes camo on Soviet ships? When will you fix it? Well, that's a really good question.
Why fix it? This is the best thing to do.
We should actually make Soviet ships only able to mount Stars and Stripes camouflage, because I think the reaction to that is going to be much funnier than if we do it the other way around.
I love to do this, and I think it gives you some role-playing options in the game.
I love that fluffy torpedo. Where can I get that? Well, right
Tuccy's
now...
not for sale.
It's... yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good question from Ustadi, who's saying, hello, the King of the Sea collection has 16 beautiful pictures to collect. However, we can get only 8 containers. How can we finish the collection? Well, the answer is, with the next King of the Sea tournament, we didn't want to implement this collection and have it, have it over with in 3 weeks. So it's a longer process. For those of you who managed to collect all 8 elements in this King of the Sea, you can complete it with the next King of the Sea. If you only manage to collect some of them, then it might take until King of the Sea 12. But either way, you'll be able to finish it. And for the King of the Sea tournaments upcoming, we will keep distributing the containers and the collection elements.
Ramba Zamba is asking, does Tuccy speak German?
9.
He's great. He's great at reading German sentences. Speaking, not so much, but we'll get him there. We've been working on this for the past 3 years by now, and we'll get him there.
Yeah. Shall we slowly head into the game?
No.
I guess we shall.
First, we want to be nice, and we want to show the bonus code.
I said that we're going to show it at 7. It's 6:15.
No, why do you want to? Why be so evil, Mr. Conway? Don't be so evil.
Chat, it's fine. The chat is never going to be on your side for this, because chat would want this. So anyway,
chat,
right? Can I have an X in chat? I'll get you.
Yeah, I just want to say RS Templar is completely right. Listen to Crysantos. He's always right.
Yes. Can I have an X? No, don't just put an X in chat. Wait for what you're supposed to.
Do it. Do it. You know
it
what?
now.
No. I have chat. This is the one time where this will work. You can put ! bonus code into chat.
To be honest,
It's
I'm
probably
pretty sure that it's probably going to cause you to get banned by something I've set up in the past.
Probably.
No, can I have an S in chat from all of my Swedish people, please? Just the Swedish people.
Where do the ! X people come from?
Because the next one, so the bonus code is ! Gullible. I like it. It's not so many Swedish people. I would like to know who of you gets the bonus code joke here. It's slightly inappropriate, so maybe don't tell the others what it's about. But for the Swedish people, this bonus code may be funny, and here it goes. That is today's bonus code, which will activate Fight with Us Week 3 in game, the third of our series of 4 missions, and completing it will get you 3 extra European destroyers early access containers, which is fantastic. So
actually have
I see
quite
some
a few.
lols. I think some people know what it means. Lol, and I'm from Denmark. I'm glad. Don't tell anyone. It's inappropriate. I don't want to get in trouble for putting this in the game.
You seriously believe this will work? Like this disclaimer will work?
No. If I may be honest, no, I do not.
Oh, by the way, we have a question from Steam, from MG42, and he's asking, are we going to get some Dutch cruisers?
Maybe
in the future, not right now, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, guys, for all of these
love
questions,
to have De Ruyter, as well.
For all of these questions, we would love to have as many ships as possible. We would love to have as many countries as possible. And the Dutch cruisers had some interesting design choices and stuff. But all we can give you is solid maybe.
Yes, and if you're wondering why we cannot have all ships right now in the game, it's because of Tuccy. We usually don't talk about this, but he's the fun police when it comes to ships. He's usually saying no to all of the ships you want.
No, I'm saying no to all the ships you want because you want only Germans.
Look,
it's not true. Really that's not true. But I do like my German ships.
I just really quickly wanted to show people how this works if they don't know it. So what you do is you go to your regional World of Warships portal. This code is active on Europe, North America, and Asian servers. You click on your nickname at the top right corner of the portal. You click on Activate Wargaming Code. Then you say thank you to the amazing people in chat, which allow you to just copy paste the code, paste it in there, push the redeem button, and I think lots of you are trying to redeem.
Yes, I think so, but it's happened.
It worked. And then what we do is we go into game, and then we have a look if it's there. Let's have a look. We go to combat missions, personal assignments, and there, right at the front, you find Fight with Us Week 3. Which will give you these 3 Europe containers at the end. And quick shout out, guys, if you don't have this mission yet, if you go to our portal and look for the King of the Sea portal article, you can click a button to get this mission, which will give you King of the Sea containers, which in turn will give you the aforementioned collection items for King of the Sea. Really quickly, sorry, just bear with me, guys. I want to quickly show you this as well. This is the new King of the Sea collection. There are 16 elements in total. As we said earlier, you can collect 8 this King of the Sea. Cool thing is, each little subpage will give you a day of premium time. And completing the whole thing will give you a premium ship tier 7 container, which gives you a random tier 7 premium ship for free. So it's hopefully going to be fun for you to collect and worth it as well. And if you get any duplicates, don't worry, because we has an exchange rate of 1-to-1. So you can just pick any other container, any other item for it. There we go.
I just put the link to the European portal with the information about the King of the Sea collection in there. If you're from a different server, all you have to do is basically change the EU to .com for the NA server or to Asia, and you will get to your server. Just head to your portal and find that publication. Click on the participate buttons to make sure that you also participate in the King of the Sea missions to get King of the Sea camouflages and the containers.
Ryan Renner, are British cruisers supposed to have voice lines where they call a destroyer a submarine and cruiser for aircraft carriers? That's not a feature of British cruisers, that's a feature of one very special captain, the mighty Jingles.
Yeah, let me quickly address this question by Sir Percival, who says about the King of the Sea collection. You said that you can win 2 King of the Sea crates by watching streams the last weekend, so April 4th and 5th, but you didn't say that these can only be won by giveaway, so most viewers will not be able to get those crates. Do you think it's fair? So you're wrong. The way this will work is that these 2 crates for the King of the Sea collection items will be available. What?
I just guys, when it comes to this is the perfect place to ask these questions because I have no clue where you get this kind of fake news from.
Okay, but can I answer the question first?
Yes. I was just...
So, guys, right, this is fake news.
You're fake news.
The final 2 containers will be available via Twitch drops to anybody who watches at least 1 hour of the tournament on those 2 days. So if you watch 1 hour of King of the Sea tournaments on any of the channels that are streaming it, on Saturday, you'll get your collection item. If you watch 1 hour of our international finals from any of the people who are broadcasting it on Sunday, you'll get it. All you need to make sure that you have your Wargaming account linked with your Twitch account, which is very easy. You just go to your account management page and you do it there. You know what? While we're here, let me quickly show people what this looks like as well.
Shadow Clone. No, Jingles Captain is not broken. He keeps saying you killed an allied CV after killing a ship. That's a feature, not a bug.
It's Jingles.
Yes.
So guys, and because you're overdoing it with spamming the actual bonus code, it's now added to the block terms. I will post that bonus code later on and we will showcase it several times. But it's just the spam is getting too much. So,
Mr. Crysantos, why are the German black, white, and red flag behind you?
Oh, you mean the rectangle?
Yes, this is not a flag. This is the rectangle.
Give me a second.
And everyone who knows Poland balls would know what that means.
So, guys, sorry, I just need to quickly make sure that you guys don't see my telephone number and my email address because. As much as I love you, I think it's best if we keep
and that was a very
oh sorry for me. So
that was actually a gift from a player. I just wanted to say this. The rectangle here is actually a gift that we received from one of our super testers. So thank you very much. We always appreciate this.
Yes, and the same goes for the Poland ball up there.
So anyway, to quickly show you how Twitch drops work, right? You go to your account management page, this amazing black censorship bar there, and right here, right, there's an option to link or unlink your Twitch account. So if you just go to account management, so you just click up here, you go to account management, which is here, you land here, and then you can go and you can link it. You just need to make sure you've got the correct account linked, and then whenever you're watching World of Warships on Twitch, you have a chance to get Twitch drops.
Woo.
Whoop, whoop.
Tia's asking, are we going to tease a ship today? No, today we don't have any special news for you. Today you just have to live with us.
What about that one piece of special news that you were saying, hey,
no, not today, not today.
Was it fun policed?
No, but it's, I think we're going to talk about this at the King of the Sea stream.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nobody's going to know before then?
No.
Not going to be on PT?
No.
Okay. Fine. Then we have no news, guys. It's really exciting, but it's not there.
But look, this is Mr. Tease.
It's fine. Sometimes I like that. Anyway, I think it is high time we actually go and have a look at World of Warships, since that is why we are here, right? So let's go
generally,
and
yes.
let's play a game.
So how far are you in the directives?
This will surprise many that know me. I've actually completed Directive 3 as well. And this will surprise many of you even more. I completed it before Crysantos, which
nice.
I was personally very impressed with. It has something to do with
Can you
the fact
also
that
explain
I fell in
why?
love with the Holland when I was testing it, and I played it religiously, and I torpedoed a lot of people, a lot of times. Okay, let me get rid of all these chat channels. As usual, guys, if you would like to play with us, all you have to do is find MrConway in game. This is my name up here, right there. Send me a personal message and I will invite you in the order your message arrives in. Please be aware, I obviously can't play with everyone because many of you and only 2 of us.
Mobzilla King, my European DD does not have a Swedish flag option, but it does, and I shall demonstrate.
Oh, by the way, for all of you who don't know yet, this is the amazing King of the Sea camouflage. Unfortunately, it's not the one that won the contest because there were some technical issues with implementing that one, but I think this is a worthy replacement, and it's available for you through a variety of ways. Look at the portal article, watch my video.
Where's the... Oh, here. So how to get the amazing Swedish flag on the amazing Swedish destroyer? You need to first go to the exterior, to flags, and down here you have an option naval flags. So here you can select for the composite tech trees whether you want to use the tech tree flag or the country flag.
Yeah,
it's the same way it works with the Pan-Asian ships as well and with the Pan-American ship.
Yep. Captain Minia, yes, unfortunately we were not able to implement the winning camouflage from the King of the Sea contest. We had it on public test in 2 different iterations, but the problem was the camouflage used like a crown symbol, and the way that tiling works for camouflages on our ships, it just didn't, on some ships it just didn't work, and it looked really terrible. And we have a certain visual standard of things that go into games, so unfortunately we had to replace it in the end. It's a sad situation, but it's the first time we did a contest for a consumable camouflage, and the system is a bit particular there. With a camouflage that's just a skin for a particular ship, it doesn't really matter because we can just adjust to that ship. But a consumable camouflage needs to work on all of the 300 plus ships that we have.
So what shall we play?
It looks like I already up in Ohio, but I'm not going to waste my 1 King of the Sea camouflage on this because I want to keep it for a while until I have a few more. I don't know. You pick something. You know what? Actually, I'm going to take the small land.
Oh,
are you taking the small land? Double small land?
Well, I can take something else.
No. You stick with the small land. I'll start off with the Stalingrad. And as people know, Stalingrad works best with the Stars and Stripes camouflage. I believe we had a message about this just earlier. Hope there's a big Poland ball on the camo. Don't know if we can do. I would like a Poland ball captain, to be honest. That would be cool.
Do you guys take polls or votes on what ships you play? Not really formal polls or votes. Generally, whoever shouts the loudest.
Look, make it really easy, Grand Admiral Moral. You get to choose the next ship that I play in the next game if I have it. So pick now. Let me know. Go at World of Warships so I can see it. You can pick. If
you want to be evil to MrConway, give him something below tier 10.
Don't be evil to MrConway. Statsbox saying, are the game update schedules looking okay with current events? So far, I think it's looking fine. Our development studio in St. Petersburg is also almost entirely moved to home office now. And inline, I don't know if you've seen the news, but in Russia they've basically sent everybody home for a week for a workout from next week anyway. But I think we will be fine. There is obviously a potential that there will be some delays on something. We hope not, but we'll have to take it as it goes, right? It's not a normal situation by any stretch. Did anybody see, by the way, what Grand Admiral what's his face chose? Because I didn't see anything.
Where? What? Who?
I offered the choice of our next game.
He said, "Okay, cool."
What?
He said, "Okay,
yeah,
cool."
I saw the "okay, cool," but I didn't see actually a choice of the ship.
Not yet. I can't see it yet. He wants to see the E-gear.
The what?
He wants to see the E-gear.
The E-gear?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have the E-gear right now, do we?
I'm not sure. I will have to check.
I'm not sure that we still have it, but you will. Let's check after.
We had a change in the test ships that we have yesterday. It was very, very sad because my Lapland suddenly disappeared. Lapland was a Halland clone that we used to test Jerzy Swirski, and that was amazing to play. Are we going to see new and rebalanced legendary upgrades in Zero Mine 3? Not yet, I think, no.
Can someone...
But anyway, I'm going to focus on the game now, and Crysantos is going to take over answering questions.
Yes, I'm doing this.
Yeah, he can start by explaining to Andre Albi86 The 2-tier difference in matchmaking.
Sorry, what? The
Radar coming, Taki, in 3, 2, 1, go.
let me find
Okay.
the question.
Ooh,
Grozovoy and
proven.
Kagero both here. Okay.
Shooting
There
some
he
AP
is.
Grozovoy.
Sorry, I didn't get that question,
GG.
so chat, please repeat it. But I see a question from you. Are we going to see new and rebalanced legendary upgrades in 0.9.3? I don't think we will see new ones just yet.
Let's focus that Kagero.
But the legendary upgrades are going to move to the research bureau with
10
the
seconds
next
on radar.
update. And then hopefully in one of the following updates we'll also have some new things.
Well, I will have to cloak now. The Grozovoy is getting my range.
Missed him, unfortunately.
And
Someone
Seraphis?
touched him. Someone
the
touched him a
reworked-
lot.
No, I was
Edit.
shooting the Kagero.
No, I meant the Kagero.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay, so I'll just answer in chat if you don't want me to talk.
No, it's okay. Sorry. The problem is we can't really hear you very well. We need to find a technical solution for this.
Are there any new ships confirmed for the research bureau? Not yet, Captain Minia, not yet. As soon as we have news on that, we will let you know on one of the streams probably.
Most likely. That would be a good news worthy of stream.
Ooh, not so sweet home Alabama.
Shouting is a technical solution, says Stats Bloke. Would work, but probably kill the microphone.
Yep. Or your ears. One of those.
Who's the Smalland?
Mr. Taki.
Mr. Tucky, why
Yeah?
do you have a regular consumable setup?
I have a half regular consumable setup.
Did you pull a Mr. Conway?
Nope.
Is this on purpose?
Yes,
Taki is well
Yes?
known as a poor
Why?
player without credits.
exactly.
Are you serious?
Well, I did run out of credits a while ago. Yeah.
You really did?
Doing what?
Buying new ships.
Blackjack and...
I don't know. I think you went to
here's
the
the
in-game
Grozovoy.
casino and just
Can someone
spend it
touch
all.
him?
Who?
Grozo.
No, there's an island protecting him from touching.
Oh, okay.
There's also a Kremlin coming.
Fine, I will do it myself then.
Keep me unhappy. I've got another radar ready. If you're interested, I can donate some information to you.
Hmm.
Let me know.
No, he started shooting so I can see him now.
Sang a lot of syllables, a very nice name, is asking, wait, Wargaming won't give you credits. So sang a lot, what we get as employees is we get 500 doubloons per
Okay,
day,
I'm gonna radar because I want to know where the Kagero is. There he is.
and we get to decide where we want to spend it on.
Perfect.
So
It's just coming into my
Taki
envelope.
is like he doesn't want to spend his doubloons by turning them into credits.
I spent my doubloons for the boxes, for the random bundles.
Ah, did you get
Oh
Östergötland
god, me
yet?
too, by the
Nope.
way. So many doubloons.
I didn't get Östergötland yet, but then again I will get it probably with the next round of the containers from directives, so...
Evan is in chat. He says, "What's up, my quarantine brothers?" Hello, Evan.
Can you torpedo that Kremlin, please, Taki?
Well, okay, but I have to basically switch from the edge where the Grozovoy pushed me in.
Okay, that's fine. Do what you have to, but please torpedo the Kremlin.
I don't know if I actually can. Nah, it's...
And Ganto is asking, "What's happening? Was Moscow going is for coal?" So I guess you are asking about what are we going to do. So Moscow is, as the tier 10 that is currently in the Soviet cruiser branch, will move to become a special ship and move out of the tech tree. So you will be able to get it for coal. If you have her already, you will keep her, and you will also, the same thing is true for Kirov. If you have Kirov right
Okay,
now, she
Kagero
will
sees me. I can't see
turn
Kagero.
into
Ah,
a
there it
premium
is.
ship.
Ah, Citadel the Kremlin.
Oh,
And
that's nice of you, but I'm getting torn to shreds here.
we have to
Okay,
find a
I-
solution for this, guys. This is really annoying. So there's a question from Bravo about the Soviet cruiser split coming, and will owners of Moscow get Petro and Alexander, similar of how owners of New Orleans got Cleveland and Baltimore? No, I wouldn't expect that, Bravo Luigi, because first of all, the ship that we're removing, and if you have it already, the Moskva, you will keep her, and she will even be turned into a special ship. And the Alexander Nevsky is going to be the new tier 10 on that line, and we're going to introduce a complete new branch that branches off at tier 8. So I wouldn't expect that, but as usual, if you want to get the most out of it, when we do the compensation, always make sure to get the tier 10 before the change happens.
You know, when you send me to Torpedo Kremlin, I expect support.
But in general, guys, with the Soviet cruiser change, right now we're having the EUDD release, right? We're still in early access, not even with the full branch release.
Yep, the full branch will come.
Full
branch will come in the next update only. So
yeah, give us some time. We will give you the full information closer to the actual release. And Flachzang is asking, hey, as I know, Kirov will become a special ship. If I have Kirov and other Russian cruisers, will I own Kirov and will I own the ship instead Kirov? No. Kirov will turn into a premium ship. You will keep her as the premium ship, so that's a nice upgrade. But you probably won't get the new Kirov as a tactory ship. And legendary module for the Moskva should stay on the Moskva as is. Same thing is true for camouflages and so on. MrConway, how did you are you low on health, right? What happened to you?
I'm low on health. Yes, I'm running away. It looks like our team basically folded. I mean, I'm sitting at 2 million potential damage, and I've done 100,000 damage. But now I have to retreat because I'm out of health. I already had my Kuznetsov perk triggered. Unfortunately, Ustadi looks like he's giving broadside to Kremlin, so he's not going to be long for this world.
Yep, it doesn't look well for him.
But right now, I mean, I just needed to fall back in the hope of preserving any impact on this game. But it looks like we are going to lose this, even though you hate me saying this. At this moment, it's looking pretty bad.
It's looking grim, but I blame you. That's okay.
You blame me?
No, yeah, I haven't really paid attention to the battle. I paid attention to the chat, but you know, blaming you is always an easy thing to do.
Well, you know, like
usually right to a certain degree.
I played the Stalingrad like I played the Stalingrad. I pushed in, I radar, I shot people. Unfortunately,
great way to play the Stalingrad, by the way. But islands are still your friend. I see a question from Soul Repair. He's saying, see, the Stalingrad just fired full salvo on broadside Stalingrad, 3 pens and 3 overpens. How is that possible? That should have been the Citadel. Well, it really depends. I haven't seen the salvo, but it really depends on where he hit. And then it also depends on basically the penetration of the shell. Sao in general is a bit special in terms of hitting her Citadel.
Yes.
And depending on, for example, how the AP shell is interacting with the ship, like, you always have to keep in mind that there's a very complicated formula being applied to how shells interact with armor, and especially citadels, because you need to, first of all, penetrate, you need to arm the shell, and then it needs to explode within the citadel. There's a very nice How It Works episode about that, so I can highly recommend you to check that out, because it will help you to understand the game better and how the mechanics work. Because I know it can be frustrating to be, for example, over-penetrating a ship when you're hitting the citadel, but once you know how that works, you can work a bit against it and, for example, shoot ships when they're slightly angled to get that actual citadel.
Oh no.
Oh.
Is that the Kagero?
You are eating, yes.
No, it's the Grozov.
Oh, Grozov, yeah.
What's the Grozov torpedo range?
The 10?
Yep.
I thought it was 8.
This stuff kills you. See how they ended a kilometer behind you.
Yep.
Yummy
No, I mean, like, it's not as though I wasn't planning to have torpedoes fired at me, but yeah. No, I mean, like, I did okay, I think, in this game. But unfortunately, Tuccy sucked, so we lost.
Okay, this is the last battle where I listened to your pleas for help.
What do you mean?
I could have stayed on the flank with the Grozovoy.
Wow, holy mother of chat windows. Okay, thank you for the game, Ustadi.
Oh, and Sehu is saying, first off, from someone that served in the Swedish Navy, thank you. I love them very much, and I do hope for the grey perma camo in the future, fingers crossed. Trivia, the nation flag is not placed on the correct place, should be forward with the smoke funnels. Interesting, Sehu. We will pass that along.
Okay, we're gonna play with undercover German.
Really?
Apparently. Alright, guys. Okay, please. There's no more space in the division for the foreseeable future. Please stop PMing me. So, what was the ship that Admiral what's his face wanted me to play? Grand Admiral Merle?
The Aegir.
The what?
Aegir.
The Aegir. So let's have a look if it's here. If it's here, I'm happy to play it.
I'm not sure.
Yes. Ah, it is
It
here.
is here.
Ah, okay. Okay then.
So tier 9 it is.
Okay, where is...
Vigilant is asking, do you have EU merchandise store? Because I can only find the World of Tanks one. So Vigilant, we currently don't have a World of Warships merchandise available on the EU server or the NA server. But we're working on it, and hopefully we can offer something closer towards the end of the year. Unfortunately, this is a very tricky thing to set up, so please give us a bit of time.
Okay.
Oh, and Siana says, restart game capture for Tuccy. And in general, guys, please keep in mind, this ship is work in progress. I'm sure Mr. Conway will push the a button to also show you that it's work in progress. This ship is still in testing, which is true.
You say this, right? You say this, but this is a feature that we haven't actually yet implemented in this new setup because of the coronavirus issue.
That's your excuse?
That is my excuse, yes.
Never shy of excuses.
But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the following. We're gonna do this really super dirty.
Oh my.
Yes.
I can see what he's doing. He's editing the text. Look, Conway isn't broke. No, Mr. Conway isn't really broke. No, he does play enough premium ships to stay afloat. When will the submarines be in the game? That's still to be decided. We're still in testing. Hopefully we'll have some more information in the future, but I have been saying this for the past few weeks. So look, as soon as I have that information, I promise I will share it with you right now. As
you are doing a Conway.
I'm pulling a Conway.
Derit is asking, when will the Kitakami return? That's a very good question. I don't know when. I don't know if. But to make sure she can come back, we need to figure out how to do that without breaking the game and making everybody pink or orange.
Or the servers die.
Yeah. Akuba is asking about the Benham, making her available again. Right now, I don't have any information about this, whether she's going to be available through other means than, for example, Santa Crates. So, sorry, no information on that. And when will I be able to put a second flag on my German ships, is Machel asking. Machel, probably when we have like something related to the German Navy where we could really implement that. So we do want to have that. Don't worry about it. We know you want to get your second flag on German ships, and you have great allies in Mr. Conway and me for that. But for now, it's not going to happen in the very near future. But we'll try. We'll try. We know you want it.
Draken Diablo is saying, is there any news you could tell us if there's an April event like last year's? So there will not be like a game mode, but we have something fun planned for April 1st that we hope you'll like. You'll see soon.
Oh, it seems someone is watching us from Indonesia, where it's 1:43 a.m.
Nice.
Yeah, that's...
Send me some rendang, dude. I don't know if it'll make it in the mail, but please do it anyway.
Rendang?
Mm-hmm. It's the most amazing scrumptious curry in the world.
Oh my.
And Buxu is asking, when will you move Moskva and remove Smolensk from Armory? So Smolensk and Shambat are going to leave the Armory with the next update, so it's 0.9.3. This is something we announced with the update of 0.9.1. You can always find this information in the patch notes, by the way, guys. Always best place to look for such information. And when it comes to Moskva, it hasn't been decided yet. I mean, nothing that I can announce when Moskva is going to move, so stay tuned for more information. In general, guys, I know that you're interested in the Soviet cruiser release and when it's going to happen. Once we're ready to tell you when all of this is happening and how are the details set up, we will let you know. For now, my best piece of advice that I can give you is go grind the Moskva if you want to make sure to not miss out on her and keep her as a special ship. And with this, I'll slowly shut up and transition to Mr. Conway and Tuccy, because apparently they struggle to communicate which flank to cover.
Want to interrupt your flow. By the way, can I just say there's someone from Mauritius here, and he wants to know if there's anyone else from Mauritius. So if you're from Mauritius, speak up now. He wants to know if he's the only Mauritian World of Warships player. By the way, been there, even been to the horse races. I want money on the horse races in Mauritius. It's amazing.
But I still struggle to realize what was this interpretative dance you were performing.
I was deciding which way to go. So I was saying, hey, we should go west. But then I was pointing west.
You were pointing.
I was pointing west on from our perspective, but because the camera is inverted, it was confusing for chat. So I didn't know, and we ended up with this interpretive tactics dance. Yes.
Someone sees me.
Somebody, by the way, asked, can Mr. Conway play CVs? Mr. Conway can indeed play CVs, and if you really want him to, he will play CVs, yes. I mean, I'm not the most amazing CV player, but I'll do alright. Hello, Rune. Oh, first salvo Citadel. This is okay, I can live with this. We can continue like this now.
Sailor McJohn says, I want her, but rename her to Freya, please.
Who?
The Iggy.
Oh.
By the way, I'm really considering going into sea and dueling whichever destroys in there. Crysantos will hate me for this decision.
What are you doing?
He won't be alone.
Going into sea. I'm gonna come fight me, bro. Whoever's in that cap.
Well, okay, then I'll turn to keep the sea open for me.
Look, you might surprise others with that, and they might work, but overall it's not the path I would choose with my cruiser. But the Iggy is a different cruiser, so why not?
He's pretty hurt, so yeah. Of course.
Well, if I get in secondary range, he's gonna be very hurt. But I might also get hurt on the way there.
You probably will.
This is quite painful already. This is probably a very, very bad decision, but we're doing it anyway. Just because we can.
And guys, I know some of you are asking
I didn't
about
order
the
any
bonus
extra
code.
planes though. This is not fair.
And I will put it into chat because I...
Guys, this is going to be a very short game.
Oh.
God damn it.
See, see, this is also why Crysantos doesn't like this move. Because it ends your cruiser life very quickly. So
I don't know. I feel
chat,
like a battleship.
This is
Don't
not
judge
how
me.
you play. This is not how you play a cruiser. Not even the starting.
This would have ended
They are
quickly a
torpedoes.
battleship as
Look,
well.
oh, they are beautiful. Can you turn out? You might actually only take one and still die. Chat, this is like we all get to witness this at least. No, he's going for more torpedoes. That's at least something.
Okay, anyway, let's switch to Tuccy's gameplay. And never talk about this again. That was a terrible decision. I don't know. I kind of felt like
you knew it was a bad decision. You told me it's a bad decision. You still went ahead with it.
because
so
it
guys,
might have been fun, even though it was a bad decision.
So guys,
Was it fun?
guys, first of all, I think we should pay some respect in chat. Right? So give me your Fs. And besides that, I mean, it was fun to watch, right? But chat, can you imagine playing with Mr. Conway in a division with a cruiser? It's a lonely life, I can tell you, in
Look,
the division.
the only reason I ever want to play Aegir right now is because I'm running a full meme build, full secondary build with Lycians. And it's hard to get into secondary range at tier 9 in a way that doesn't immediately kill you.
It's easy if you wait a bit at the beginning of the battle.
But there was like this opportunity. Yes, it was stupid.
Oh, we also have a lot of NA team members here in chat. So, guys, say hi to Karmatika Gneisenau and Evan in chat. Maybe Calvote is even here. And if you are from the NA server, I think we're going to have a stream tomorrow from the NA team. So make sure to participate in that. Probably a home office stream as far as I know. And let me quickly...
Oh, well, Evan has to take it seriously. He says, this is exactly how World of Warships works in terms of randomizing players and balancing. People think this is a joke, but Conway demonstrated the human factor that prevents the game from being too stable.
So guys, in general, if you want to complain about balancing, look for each Flamu, there's a MrConway.
Can we play the very balanced Petropavlovsk? No, we cannot. Its testing run ended yesterday.
No. You still have Petropavlovsk.
Yes.
Yes. It was only your beautiful
only
Lapland.
my Hanan got taken away.
Yes.
God damn it, devs! Like no fun allowed here. Okay, I thought Petropavlovsk went as well. I haven't played it yet, but we can if you want to. What's your opinion so far? Work in progress, of course, of the Petropavlovsk, Mr. Crysantos.
Oh, Petropavlovsk? I think her AP is too strong, in my opinion. Outside of that, she feels balanced. But I think the AP pen is a bit too much because it gives you too much power versus battleships and so on. When it comes to the Nevsky, I actually think that Nevsky is very balanced already. After playing her, she felt like she's in a good spot. Maybe like for me, it actually took me a few battles to get used to her and getting the most out of her.
Oh, this Jean Bart is trying to go for cap. Oh.
But next game I'm just going to play CV, then we don't have this issue of dying too early.
Well, are you sure?
Reasonably sure, yes. Unless, you guys, has everybody seen Euro's latest video? If not, we recommend you watch it. He's found a new and innovative way to break World of Warships in an unexpected fashion.
Oh, yeah. That's...
In general, guys, if you want to see fun videos, I can always highly recommend Euro. Even with the classics like How to Atlanta. Still very funny to watch.
Wow, Deathstalker says, so MrConway is the equivalent of a person you would pick last for a sports team. No. Like, I think that's, and look, I think it's a bit unfair, and I have to say, like, I may have made a stupid decision, but I was fully aware that it was a stupid decision.
There's
a big difference. No, because I
makes
knew,
it even worse.
I knew this was probably going to go wrong. But it also might have been hilarious. But usually when I try, I play more sensible World of Warships.
It's true. I have to admit that. But it was a pretty hilarious thing to do, and I think chat agrees. At least we're having fun. Anything?
But
on
you know what, guys? I'm going to
Not
be
yet.
completely unprofessional because this gives me a perfect opportunity while Taki's demonstrating some amazing gameplay and Crysantos is answering questions to go to the other room, to the fridge, and get a drink. I'll be right back.
Such a lack of preparation.
Zielwasser.
Well, okay. It seems the rest of our team is chasing the end line.
So, chat, I will give you the bonus code once more, just in case you missed it. We will display it after this battle, just to make sure you didn't miss out on it.
Well, I mean, I can display it right now, maybe. If I... Oh, I don't know which button does it, so...
Yes, it's probably... I don't know how Mr. called it.
That's
salute the chair, says Gneisenau. Yes, absolutely. I mean, the chair is on par with Mr. Conway right now in terms of game performance. Can you make... Oh, there's a question here on YouTube from Mega Ender Dragon. Can you make a paid upgraded division? which unlocks more slots for division. No, guys, so in general, we don't want to have more team members in one division because 3 guys in one division is already very impactful. I'm sure that you also see in battle, right, when you see divisions, they usually have a better team play. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Conway. But we at least currently we don't have any plan for upping that, and that wouldn't be something we want to make part of, for example, the premium account. So note to that. If you want to play with friends or more friends in general, I would highly recommend you to play clan battles, because first of all, I do believe that playing modes like ranked or clan battles makes you a better player, because you get to see how other teams are playing. You have to become better to be able to stay competitive, and it's also great for having social interactions with other guys and playing together. Good team play. Sometimes that's something you're missing in random battles, right? If you play in smaller divisions. And otherwise, you can also, for example, play operations together with a team of up to 7 people. And if you want to have super silly fun, you can also go to the training room and do, for example, shenanigans like secondary battles.
That thing is sailing with 300 hit points.
And you let it get away.
Languda91 is asking if we can get King of the Sea drops this weekend or only during finals weekend. Only during finals weekend for the drops. There are, of course, regular drops active this weekend. Our streamers will have some bonus codes to hand out, and in general, there's other ways of getting the boxes right now. There's one in the 10th daily login, and then, of course, you can work on the King of the Sea mission chain, which you can get by going to the article and clicking the button.
Okay, I will probably burn here. Yep.
T-Back Top says, Mr. Conway, in West Virginia, those tactics would be the equivalent of hold my beer. No, you're wrong. This is also even, especially here, this is the hold my beer move. The difference is that our beer actually tastes like beer.
So was Lord of Droid sacrificed to RNGesus? No, Lord of Droid actually had a stream today already, one for India, so...
Yep. Yamashiro is asking, speaking of the operations, any news about returning the old operations that we are still missing? So Yamashiro, I know that you know the answer to this because you are a very active member of our community, and the answer is still no news on this, and I wouldn't expect it in the foreseeable future because, as you guys know, we're not focusing on operations right now. We're focusing on random battles
German doing?
And or let's say PvP in general. We're looking into creating potentially new modes. And the team that is looking into these things was also the team that was working on operations. So for now, I wouldn't expect the other operations besides Narai to return. There was also here a question from, or a comment from Vanyup. So Crysantos said, Mr. Conway needs to play more clan battles to get a better player, to become one. In general, I would recommend this to everybody. If you want to become a better player, play with other people and play against really good people, because then you will see what they do differently. Any plans to expand the clan facilities in the future? Kronos, a very good question. We already asked that also internally, but I didn't get an answer yet. So as soon as we have more information on future clans for clan base and related activities, we will let you know. How does the season task thing work on the PT? Super easy. You just do the mission basically with the next 3 PTs that are going to be live. So you basically have to fulfill that mission with the PT for 0.9.3, for the PT for server version 0.9.4, and for 0.9.5. And if you do the mission for each of these, you will get the T6 premium container. Any news about the California? Look, not yet. She's ready to go. She's just waiting for a good date that would fit.
Seiwu is asking, do you have any support system for upcoming streamers? So we do have, of course, our community contributor program, which is more geared to the streamers that have already established themselves. But for upcoming streamers, right, we have Twitch drops out there, which of course benefit anybody who's live on Twitch because they're available for every stream. But I don't think we have the capacity to go and help everyone to start from scratch.
I didn't see 4 Smolensks and 3 Moskvas in
because
one
they were
battle
all
for
in
a long
ranked
time.
I can tell you they were all in ranked.
But maybe Crysantos can talk a bit more about that.
About what?
Well, why upcoming streamer support system? Yes, no, maybe. If not, why not? Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, I mean, if you're an upcoming streamer, we already support you with, for example, the existence of Twitch drops because that works for everybody, not just, for example, for our contributor program. Overall, you can also use our assets that you find on the internet to, for example, make your stream look prettier when you're playing World of Warships. And in general, once you reach a certain audience, we're happy to look into you becoming a CC, which is abbreviation for community contributor. In general, the rule is you should have at least 30 average viewers for World of Warships in the last 90 days.
I drop you fighters if you are.
I
be
don't
able
have
to
smoke.
join the
Fighters
program.
won't help.
Guys, what are you
Discouraging.
doing? Okay, you're talking about how to support with the CB. So that's what we can do for you. Overall, if you run a really cool activity, you can also reach out to the community managers and we can see whether we can help you. But overall, in general, it's I mean, you want to stream, right? We're happy to help you with assets. You can use our soundtrack and so on. Always happy for you to use all of these things as long as you don't try to sell them as merchandise or whatever. And yeah, that's how we can help you.
Okay, it seems that the Harugumo isn't here, but on the other hand...
CV's coming for you, but burst him down with the...
Well, that's not the CV is not the problem. All those ships behind it.
MrConway, you're very far away from your microphone. Please move it back.
This bit. I was trying to be not so noisy. Where are all the bloody destroyers? Well, where's the Harugumo, I guess?
Yeah.
I'll just focus on something else.
And there's Henri. There's a cloud of smoke that I suspect hides Smolensk.
Which smoke? Oh, that one.
That one, yeah. Well, you have a very...
I would think most smoke clouds here are going to be hiding Smolensk at the moment.
Yeah, well, you will have a very harsh strike conditions here.
That's true, but they also see a Kurfürst sailing all the way on his own at the edge over there. So I'm gonna find some entertainment in striking him. He of course also has a Smolensk with him. God damn it! There's a nest somewhere here.
Well, I told you there's 3 of them, and they are split between all groups.
Great. Just what you want to hear as a CB. It's like, oh, there's a Smolensk. There's 3 Smolensks.
Well, I was pointing towards the 3 Smolensks, but...
I know. Look, this is not going to be a big damage game for me.
Yep.
I'm going to be annoying some Smolensk a little bit, maybe getting a few drops in here and there, but mostly this is going to be an exercise in spending planes.
Oh, and chat in general, please keep it in English, because otherwise we won't be able to answer your questions.
Okay, we have B. I'm heading over to C. I have a suspicion that the Harugumo is somewhere there.
Elf Yamada is asking on YouTube, any Azerlane collaborations in the works? Maybe, but I think you guys like Azerlane content. We like Azerlane content as well, so we'll try our best to get you more content from that in the future. But as usual, when it comes to collaborations, as long as nothing is signed, we cannot talk about it.
Okay, so the Harugumo is at the end of A.
And a question from Rowan, also from YouTube. She's asking, or he's asking, next update, sub or EU tech tree. Next update will have the EUDD full tech tree release. So you can just, like, if you're, for example, missing out on the early access, you will be able to get access to the full tech tree with the next update. Nice citadel there, Mr. Conway.
Yeah, I mean, as a CB, if you find someone who thinks it's a great idea to park at an island, it's always a great opportunity to get your AP bombs out.
My speculative torpedoes connected.
But he's got a Smolensk behind him, so whenever I go to strike him, it's going to cost me most of my planes, and I'm already starting to run low on some of them, I think. But it's okay, he's still sitting there, he's a great target, so I'll be able to get like 1, maybe 2 drops on him, depending on... No, it's one instance right there, probably not. But 1.
Oh, there's the Harugumo.
Oh, so Comrade Corbin says, "Hey, undercover German here. Can you tell the two that he got a Kraken in that game?" Okay, well done. Oh, and Karmatika realized for the first time that this is the first time she's seen a space camouflage on a CV. It looks amazing. And Karmatika, one of the best camos in the game is actually the Shokaku special skin.
Oh yeah, the Halloween one.
The Halloween one. And MrConway, there we go. Why are we not getting a British premium light cruiser, Captain Crab? I mean, we already have British light cruisers, premium ones, also in the game, Captain Crab, and I'm sure there will be an additional one at some point in the future. But the Royal Navy fleet in our game is already quite big, also when it comes to premium ships.
Yep.
When will the aircraft carrier Franklin D. Roosevelt be released? Or be given for testing? Well, I mean, obviously, when she's ready for testing, we always try to give you a heads up with the development blog. Did you know what we're working on or what we're starting to work on? And as soon as she's ready to be tested, we'll put her into test, and then it usually takes a few weeks or updates for it to be released based on the testing results, and also we usually try to find a nice date or occasion to sell these ships or find some, fitting theme. Will there soon be made new maps instead of ships all the time? A Fan of War, we just released, I think in the last 6 months, I think we released 2 new maps. I mean, we have Crash Zone Alpha, and what was the other map we released?
Greece.
Greece? Well, Greece is a bit older, but I forgot the name of the other map, the last map we released.
Oh. Yeah.
With the big islands on the left. My brain. Chat, help me. Northern Waters, exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. Statsbloke. Statsbloke, always there to help, guys. If you don't know Statsbloke, I can highly recommend you to check out his content. Not just that he's a very entertaining streamer, but he also creates a lot of informative content on his YouTube channel, so go check it out. If you, for example, don't know what the IFHE rework means for you, he created a very nice guide on how that
very
impacts
good video, that one.
Yeah, can highly recommend. And we love him. Exactly, Evan. Guys, and if you missed the bonus code is Oliolade for today's third mission. For the European DD containers, you can just head to your regional portal. This code is active until the end of the stream, so go make sure that you are going to redeem it until the end of that. And all you have to do that is go to your regional portal, go to Premium Shop, and then on the right side you will find a button that says Redeem a Wargaming code, and you just put it in there. Make sure there are no additional spaces in there, and then you will find the mission in your personal assignments tab.
But I don't think so.
And there's the Harugumo somewhere. That's
running away mode.
Independence is asking, hey, with the new Russian cruisers, the USSR will have 5...
So he's taking some of yours as well?
Yeah,
dead? He's dead, right?
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, nice.
Nice cooperation.
So, the USSR will have 5 tier 10 cruisers in the game. Do you have a plan to bring more tier 10 cruisers for other countries? Obviously, Independence. The reason why you see a lot of new USSR ships coming to the game is because, yes, we're introducing a new branch with the heavier Soviet cruisers coming with one of the upcoming updates. And that means that, for example, Moscow was moved to become a special ship. There will be a lot of other tier 10 ships introduced into the game, so don't worry about that. And if you take a look at how many ships we've introduced in the past and what nations they're from. For example, right now we have the European DD release. Before that we had the British cruiser, the heavy cruiser release. Then we also had the French DD release last year and the Italian cruisers. So we introduce a lot of European nations and other nations in the game, not just Soviet ships.
Oh, there's the Harugumo. Well, I'm not going to chase him there. I think I'm going to cap.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna be annoying that Smolensk over there.
Oh no, that Smolensk is going to be annoyed by the Currywurst, I guess.
Let me know if something exciting is happening on your channel, on your screen, and I will switch.
No, I'm just...
Pignon is asking, are the space missions coming back? So if you're talking about the space mode, I would not expect it this year. We'll have to see what we'll do with the space theme in the future. When it comes to the skins and camouflages, I'm sure they will appear occasionally in the armory.
Seven hit points, Smolensk.
Really?
He's still hitting. It's okay. I'm gonna get. He's gonna kill him.
Kingpin, you're absolutely right. Obviously, the British premium CL is the Belfast, and Perth and Hwanghae don't really belong to the Royal Navy in our game, but actually to the Commonwealth. And the Hwanghae obviously to Pan Asia. But I'm sure there will also be more British light cruisers in the future.
So, by the way, chat, you know, even in a game with Triple Moskva on the enemy team, I'm sitting at
Smolensk.
110,000 damage.
Don't be jingles.
What? Did I say Smolensk?
No.
Sorry. I'm sitting at a decent amount of damage because I used the opportunities to strike the people who were, you know, either sitting stationary or outside of AA cover, or in general just, you know, like not making the smartest life choices.
In general, the enemy team helped us by huddling down on the far flank.
And since somebody's asking in chat about who was the guy who has informative videos, I'm going to just post the link to Mr. Statsbloke's channel. If you don't know him on YouTube yet, you can just go there, click the subscribe button, and otherwise if you're on Twitch, just head to his channel, twitch.tv/statsbloke. Very easy to get there.
And the fact that I'm here spotting all these people obviously also is very impactful. Come on, turn. It's not really designed to do this.
Hello, Mr. Hakuryu.
Venus Victory is saying, do we have any info about Yashima? So first of all, she's going to not be called Yashima, she's going to be called Shikishima. And I don't think we talked about her actual release date yet. She's going to be a steel ship, that much is already known. And when it comes to the actual release date, we will let you know as soon as we're ready to. Palisas is asking, your channel moderation is super annoying as I can't get my question through. Depends on what you're trying to put into that question. If you can send it via a PM to the channel, I can check whether there's anything in that question that triggers our moderation tools. And Pueblo is asking, Be Safe 2020, anyone knows what these give? So Be Safe 2020 is basically the equivalent to our activity we're doing with World of Warships that we announced like a week ago with the current situation with COVID-19. We're handing out 14 days of premium time. The Be Safe 2020 is the code from World of Tanks, where you can get 14 days of World of Tanks premium time. And Long Live the King X is a code related to King of the Sea.
Oh.
Yeah, we did alright.
Yeah, I think I've accounted myself well as well.
I've got the first stage of our weekly mission ready already as well. Nice.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't have that much direct damage, but I did a lot of spotting. Especially for Captain Minia. Thanks for the cooperation.
So chat, which ships would you like our streamers to see play next? Let us know chat. Let's do tier first. Give us a number in the chat so we know which team would you like to see.
Why the windows?
Because I clicked on the Twitch drops.
So we can blame Crysantos for it.
Yes. But at least I can see what happens.
My
the
battery
Twitch
is
drops
dying,
are
chat,
working.
so I'll just quickly switch batteries. I'll be right back.
Those containers are really beautiful anyway.
Yes.
I also think we're going to show the bonus code one more time.
Oh yeah, this is a good opportunity for that.
What's happening with you?
My microphone is...
Oh,
Crysantos would like
speaking too much.
Microphone ran out of battery.
I just told you.
I was telling chat.
But he told them.
So you knew before it went off? I thought you just lost power.
Back on again and used it to tell people
Fine, okay. So guys, this is the bonus code for the Fight With Us mission week. Oh, they said rip ears.
Rip ears, okay.
So,
Sorry.
But we tested this.
Look, chat.
Guys, chat. Before the stream, right? Crysantos sat down and he was like, Conway, we should test when this microphone blows people's ears off so it doesn't happen on stream. And we switched it on, we switched it off, we muted it, we unmuted it. Crysantos went for a walk around the bloody building to the other room, knocked on it, came back, and my ears were fine. It didn't blow my ears off, but now apparently it blew your ears off.
I think we should also mention that whenever you listen to anything, you have it at like maximum, super maximum top ear bleeding volume, so maybe...
No, I don't. But so I had no idea what happened there. So anyway, guys, sorry if you had ear damage. Send your bill to Crysantos. And he will
Mighty Wombat, thanks, I haven't been able to poop for days. I just released myself due to that sound.
I'm sorry, guys. We tested this extensively before the stream. But let me know whether the sound is fine now.
Maybe the battery changed. Yes, maybe that's the issue, Crysantos. Maybe...
But I turned it off beforehand.
Yeah, you turned it off, but I don't know.
It was on mute even.
Maybe it's because the battery is more... I don't know.
Which tier are we playing?
I don't have an answer to this. What ship are we playing?
So chat, I'm sorry about your ears, but at least you're awake now. I just wanted to make sure you get to,
Yoki,
experience the stream with your full attention.
I think we found the issue with Wargamer's testing process. What do you mean bad testing procedure?
Like we've been testing this for like 20 minutes, like walking around, checking all different settings, and you know how it is, guys.
Battery OP.
This reminds me of my old physics teacher, who usually said when he's doing experiments and something was supposed to happen, he's standing next to it, waiting for things to happen, looking at it. He's like, oh, and now we're seeing that. Oh, nothing.
Oh,
is
you
happening.
are taking Smoland? Okay. In that case,
you can play a battleship, Tuccy. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
I think playing on tier 10 is already moving him out of his comfort zone into your comfort zone.
Yep.
Because that's what I really like about Tuccy, because I'm sitting right next to him in the office, and he's playing a huge variety of tiers.
Yeah, it's like so boring playing just tier 10s.
Why are you not playing Petropavlovsk?
I didn't try it yet.
No, I mean Mr. Conway.
Oh.
Me?
Yes, chat wanted you to play it. Chat, look, like I'm your ally in this. We'll make him play it.
Okay.
But please don't play it like the E-Gear.
I need to play it like the Stalingrad, right?
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
You're not as tanky though.
Not as tanky.
Yes, and you have a shorter radar.
Okay, guys, chat. Just because you want this, I'm doing this. But wait, does that mean I should play on concealment?
So chat, my question for you is, who actually played ranked last season, and which rank did you end up on? Deathstalker says microphone has a problem with the interface between the floor and the keyboard. Absolutely, Deathstalker.
Do I want range mod?
Do you want range mod? I personally prefer always to go for reload first. If you realize that you don't have enough range, you can always switch later on.
The question is, no, I do have concealment on Kuznetsov, so it's fine. I didn't think I did.
Oh, a lot of you actually played rank, and quite a few managed to rank out. No, evil friend, I see you there. You won rank, you never started it, which only means you won solitude and no rage.
Decided Destiny, the code didn't work. Then try, maybe you've already activated it, or did you get a message that it worked when you were putting it, or was there error? If there was error, check that you've inputted correctly. And if you got the confirmation, then just go to your combat missions, to your personal missions, and there you will see it. The code doesn't give you anything like straight away, it gives you a mission.
Mr. Conway, maybe you can show in-game where people can find out whether they activated the bonus code and it worked for them.
Absolutely. Let me just get my premium consumables so I don't pull a Mr. Conway.
Worf81 says, you killed me in your Stalingrad, Crysantos. My pleasure, Worf. My pleasure.
Yeah, Crysantos likes killing people.
Oh, look, I love destroying ships, and especially if you're Smolensk.
So guys, really easy, right? You click on combat missions, then you go to personal assignments, and then you find the mission right here. It's in between the Celebrate King of the Sea 10, which you can get by opting into our portal mission on the King of the Sea publication, which will give you King of the Sea collection containers, and the Twitch mission Dreaming of Pigs, which will give you the elusive Year of the Pig flag celebrating last year. We just thought it was funny to put it in there. This is a Twitch Drops mission. It's available still to the 15th of April for completion, and it's still dropping. So if you have Twitch Drops enabled, you should actually already have this mission. Gives you a couple of nice sort of rarish camouflages and that flag at the end. Okay, I'm ready. How about you?
I'm ready.
Okay. I need to push the ready button though, right?
Yes, that's considered good form.
Okay, so Petropavlovsk is, of course, guys, work in progress. It is not a finalized ship, and it may be OP, as we found out today.
Or underpowered.
Or not. We will. You can make
But basically, it's again, it's ship still in testing. So
should I just we can do a bit of ASMR here. Sorry. It's a long stream, guys.
You really need some vacations from your kids.
It's terrible. It is like literally torture.
Horrifier, I just put the mission code in chat, and I will do so periodically. Do we also get to test mission Naso 1? Is Muchas Gracias asking? Well, only if you're one of our volunteers or one of our CCs.
Which ship did Crysantos play most in ranked?
Oh, this season I was a naughty boy. I played Stalingrad pretty much until the very end. In the last matches, I got a bit mad because it took me a long time to get from rank 2 to rank 1 compared to the rest of the season. So I just took out my Des Moines, which I still think is the best choice for ranked. I'm sorry, chat. And I don't understand why you brought so many Smolensk. I don't know, but I used my Stalingrad to reduce the number of Smolensk in ranked battles.
Like
I'm gonna go hug this island here.
Okay.
You guys, are we going north?
It looks like our DD friend has
why not?
north.
Let's go north. I'm turning around again.
Yeah. I saw some Smolensks with their nasty pockets early on in the season, but then they got kind of like disappeared.
With their nasty what's this?
Pocketses.
Pocketses?
What does it have in its pocketses?
Come on, you don't know the classics?
I know, but I just wasn't aware that Smolensk had a pocket yet. This is just it's a bit too much for me today. Okay, I'm radar. Ready? I'm spotted. Shimakasa. Hello.
Hello, where are you?
Oh, and deboring? Thank you very much.
Oh, that dispersion. Oh, that dispersion. If only I had the right ammunition loaded, this would have been amazing.
Yeah. By the way, HE is not the strength of this ship. There's a clear focus on AP, as you will see. And Mr. Conway is playing it like a Kremlin. At least he's turning away now. No, but the thing is that in general, like you have it with the Stalingrad or other Russian cruisers, it has strong bow, I would say. I mean, at least for the lower part here. But the broadside is very vulnerable, like most cruisers, right? So if you make a mistake and turn away in the wrong moment, you will eat a lot of damage.
Well, I don't have really anything to shoot at here, though.
Conway, use AP. destroys even the Death Star. It's not that strong, but it has like a lot of pen, which can also become a problem if you have a very lightly armored cruiser in front of you and you shoot on the flat broadside.
I'm assuming it's amazing at killing Smolensk?
Well, on longer ranges, yes, but if you're too close, you're just going to overpen.
Okay.
Beyond Hope is asking, is King of the Sea still going ahead this weekend? How will players participate this year if they can't get to the central arena? Well, look, Beyond Hope, it's not like we're going to have a central arena like a stadium where they arrive physically. Players are playing from home, so King of the Sea is still going to happen, but our official broadcast is going to be a bit challenging because of our casters not being able to arrive in Prague. So it's a bit of a challenge, but it's still going ahead as planned, so don't worry, King of the Sea will still happen. At least that's the current plan. And Lonesome Polecat is asking, drop disabled? No, drops are enabled for this channel. If it's displaying that they are disabled, it's on Twitch's side. I don't know why it's displaying that, but it's definitely fine.
Sometimes a bit buggy from our channel, but Tuccy literally just got a Twitch drop watching our own stream, so it seems to be working. Where
can we see the King of the Sea results from the last weekend? You can find it on the tournament page. On tournament. Double O, exactly.
I need targets.
Is there any news regarding campaigns? Are they still on the back shelf? So, Captain Minya, if you paid attention to the dev blog, the next update will actually feature a new campaign. And it's going to be the campaign to get the new European unique commander, Jersey Swersey, however you pronounce him. I don't know. But you will be able to get him through a campaign that will be introduced with the next update. So good news for all of you who like campaigns. We read your feedback and introduced a new one. Who's the hero? Can you send a PM to Crysantos on the forums, and I will try to help you. Will it be a permanent or temporary campaign? It will be a 6-month
hit a broadside of a bar. Oh, and the Des Moines is behind the island for me, so I can't really help you there.
And the Feldery is asking, when will we add Spanish ships? Well, whenever we are going to do that. Not in the near future, though. What about the other Polish captain, Jabberwock? Well, as soon as we have more information about how we're going to introduce him, we'll let you know. Petropavlovsk is super powerful. It is a strong ship, but it's also a heavy cruiser with a very strong AP focus. And just guys, in general, keep in mind, this is still work in progress and in balancing. And this is why we're doing this, so we can see how well they perform, and then we'll apply changes. And now MrConway will probably feel the pain of showing broadside to, what is that?
Conqueror.
A Conqueror. Well, if he has AP loaded, you are gone.
Yes. He doesn't have AP loaded.
And chat, this is
still
why,
very
like, when
painful, but in that case,
you can citadel him.
Wait a second to give him a return salvo.
Now the baby battleship is going to show the big battleship how to actually play with his ammunition. There we go. Double citadel. He was slightly angled, but yes, very good accuracy on that range. And in general, guys, if you are playing a battleship and you're trying to...
Wait, I'll try to get him with my front guns.
You?
Guns turn! Crysantos, why my guns not turning?
Head into a cruiser AP. Well, on a Conqueror, you will be able to do this also with the flash cruiser. So I don't really understand why the Des Moines did that.
I can't believe he disabled my bloody turrets as well.
You can do that to Des Moines pretty reliably too. Are there any plans for historical battles with a lot of nations in the game? Could be some really interesting operations to reenact, as Mike Light asking. Not planned right now. It's something that we always have on our radar. If we have a good idea how we could implement this, But for now,
Come on!
and there you go. That's the way it says. Seeing a lot of familiar faces here. Yes, our chat. And chat, we really thank you for this. A lot of you have been with us for a very, very long time.
How bloody hell will he ram
we
me?
thank you for this. We also reached 100,000 followers,
No.
by the way, 1 weeks ago. So thank you for being part of this, interacting with us, and just being part of our community.
Still alive. Astonishingly.
And
Well, the Conqueror tried to ram me, but he failed.
I don't think I can shoot over this island with my railguns.
No,
Nice work. Okay, so look, Smolensk is going to be coming here. I'm going to have to rush. I'm going to rush him.
wait,
yes, you can.
Let me turn around. Don't rush him.
I'm getting conflicting signals from you. You're saying don't rush. My brain doesn't really. I'm not quite sure. What this
The only
means,
thing you
Tucky.
understand is rush.
You said rush, right?
No.
I heard rush.
No.
You said the word rush. Distinctly heard you say the word rush.
Stop.
But I don't even. He's probably not even here.
Famous last words.
Well, look, I'm just gonna have to rush.
Okay, I'm turning around.
Is it because you're in a Russian ship?
If I meet his torpedoes here, I'm gonna look very stupid.
We already had that today, so I think you're safe.
But I don't think he's here. See, I think he turned and went south. Oh.
No.
Cyphers, a lot of the CCs are playing the Petro. Yes, I mean they're playing all of our test ships.
He's angling. I think that's
That's
good.
that's good. Yes, I mean right now would be good.
But he's burning you down.
Now he's too angled. See, it's like it's a bit tricky. Especially Smolensk has a really weird way of performing against you because it's so thin that most of your AP shells will just overmatch and overpen.
But he can still bounce me for some reason.
Well, yeah, because he's too low.
But
too
my
angled.
front is saturated.
And there we go.
Now,
See, this is the nice part when the Smolensk angles against you. But he's also going to torpedo you.
Can I pin? I can't overpin his bow, right? No.
No. But he can go just go for the upper belt. No, for the
What?
upper belt.
That's bounce.
Upper belt. That's why you need to that's why it's
Huh?
really helpful. Upper belt. You would have been able on the upper belt.
Sorry, what?
Upper belt is your friend.
I like the Petropavlovsk. I like the Smolensk even less. Use HE, probably should have used HE. Shot way too early, probably shot way too early. But I would have overpinned anyway, guys.
Well, yeah, but you would have dealt damage.
Also, guys, if you would like to see very good gameplay, I can also recommend you to watch Kingpin 6100. Very good player. You can find on Twitch as well.
Okay, I'm detected, so that means the daring is right here. Yes.
And I have to make sure that you guys understand this. This ship is still in testing, so don't
He may have fired torpedoes
overthink
at you,
this yet. We will do some balancing.
Nope. I think he might have fired torpedoes at the Yamato. Yes. And he's keeping one salvo of torpedoes in reserve, probably for me.
By the way, can I just say
Yeah.
that this division pushing in here kind of deserves their own Ride of the Valkyries soundtrack. Pushing into cap with 3 Thunderers.
So Warrior Max is asking, who is talking? So today, you have on the right in the screen is MrConway. On the left, you have Tuccy.
Hello.
And invisible in the background is your favorite Crysantos.
He's
all of the
visible?
Crysantos. Well,
Make him visible.
Right now, I'm invisible. Also,
Didn't
Ohio
I-
is such a fun ship to play.
No HE? Much disappointed. But he's going to be out of torpedoes for a while, so...
And Ohio has quite nice secondaries. So.
Oh.
Well,
Seems
he.
to have had one torpedo.
Yes.
Just the one.
Oh, Daring. Oh no. Yes, Daring. That wasn't a great plan, but.
I think you're also showing full broadside to Yamato at 5 kilometers.
Yes, which I didn't know that is coming because
So of
nobody
course the
spotted it.
Smolens killed you.
Well, yeah. But you know, if you didn't push.
Fazumajin is asking.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Will the Twitch drops limit be reset before this weekend's King of the Sea matches and King of the Sea crates? No. So for Sumagen, so what we're going to do is there's going to be an additional Twitch drops campaign which will give you the King of the Sea Twitch drops, and the limit will be reset with the next update, which will follow after that weekend.
Vanyup is asking, can you talk about your reasoning for the changes to how CCs can show new ships? It's not only changes to CCs, to be honest, it's changes to our general presentation of the upcoming ships that are far away, because we've noticed that basically they often attracted way too much attention, given that they went through a lot of changes during the development process, and they kind of overshadowed the content that we introduced into game right now. So we are adjusting the messaging slightly to focus more, for example, on not necessarily the detailed number crunching of the ships, but on their overall idea and
Yeah, CCs are still going to be showing you test ships, and they're still going to be doing all these things, but they might be doing it slightly later in the process, when we're a little bit more sure that what we're actually showing you is reasonably representative of what's going to be in-game.
Yeah, because at the same time we noticed also a lot of people not really getting that the CCs go through the entire process of the ship balancing, and then complaining that the CCs reviews are misleading or wrong because they were, for example, early reviews based on the test ships. So,
Mr. Conway, can you provide some context? So, Boopop247 on Twitch is asking, Mr. Conway, how are your balls? Is there anything we should know?
This is a very personal question.
okay.
I'm not sure this stream is entirely the right right place to talk about this. I'm confused.
Torchfire is asking on Steam, out of curiosity, how can those of us who don't have a Twitch account get all of the King of the Sea containers? So, Torchfire, if you don't watch on Twitch and you don't want to have a Twitch account, you will still be able to get the containers from the missions, from the bonus code, and from the not from Twitch drops. So you will be able to get 6 to 7 in this King of the Sea season, and you will be able to get more in the future. So you won't be able to get it with 2 iterations of King of the Sea, but probably with 3 iterations of King of the Sea. So you don't miss out on that. You will just be slightly slower. I would love to also do this on YouTube, but unfortunately YouTube doesn't have Twitch drops or YouTube drops right now.
Yeah.
So
we have a new.
To provide context, Mini, I was asking what my shirt is.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
I saw
a
that.
T-shirt we made, I think, for the first event that we did together with our brothers from World of Warships Legends. So it's
That was
same ship, different
Vienna?
controller. Possibly. Not sure.
I think so, yes.
Oh, tier 8.
Tier 8 in Enterprise.
Awesome.
Okay.
Dips on the DD.
What do you mean? You can have more than one?
I'm
But
taking
okay, if you're gonna
Öland.
go Destroyer, he's going to Enterprise. I'm going to take the Kutuzov out for a spin.
Yes, Torchfire, you will be able to finish the King of the Sea collection in the future.
Oh, wait.
In general, we don't have any plans to end the King of the Sea collection item distribution after the next King of the Sea season. So you will be able to get there even if you progress slower. But since this collection is tied to King of the Sea, it will always be tied to the content of King of the Sea.
Crysantos,
Yes.
should I be using still IFAG on my Kutuzov?
Yes, but I would take Demolition Expert to make up for the loss of fire chance. You can just upgrade your commander.
So can you please build my I need more points, right? It's okay. I have plenty of.
Well, you
saved
go
up.
for priority target.
Yes, of
yes.
course.
You
I'm
go
gonna
for Yes, expert marksman.
Marksman.
You go for you go for consumables first because you need that additional smoke.
It's true,
Then
but
you
I'm
go
gonna
for
take both
concealment.
anyway, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, go for concealment. So I'll just go through this how I would build it anyway.
Concealment.
Then you go for IFAG.
IFG.
You go for Demo Expert. And now you have 2 points left and we'll put them into Adrenaline Rush. No.
No. This one.
Yes, exactly. That's my Kutuzov build. In general, like it's up to you whether you want to be able to pen the platings of battleships there with the IFAG or not. So it's up to you to decide. But I still think this is the most viable build for me at least. And with the Demolition Expert, you basically cancel out a bit of the downside of IFAG. And Pro 100 Xander says hello from the Ukraine. Hello from Prague.
Do we dare to the Euro Spawn Peak division, tier 8 CV plus 2 tier 9 battleships, 2 Musashis? We could.
We could,
But it's probably going to go completely wrong if we do it.
Yeah, I can't hit
And I
with
think it is
the battleships at long range.
Abuse of the matchmaker as well. What?
I can't hit anything with battleships at long range. So.
Well, it's really easy because the CV is, in I think 80% of the cases, not moving anyway. So you literally just click on him.
Splatterzoom is asking, where can I find captain builds? You can usually find captain builds in, I would say, rather community guides. You can, for example, ask Help Me Discord, which is a very nice place to find some helping hands in building your captains and in general, like how to become better at the game. And outside of that, we also usually include suggested captain builds in our publications.
Oh, wait.
Outside of that, our CCs are always a very nice place to also
I
ask
thought you
for
were
this.
pointing which way I should start turning. Okay.
Guys, the King of the Sea containers that come via Twitch drops will come during the King of the Sea finals on April 4th and April 5th. Basically, if there's a King of the Sea stream running, the Twitch drop is active. Any King of the Sea stream. So if it's in Asia, the King of the Sea stream, North America, or Europe King of the Sea stream, or even a CIS King of the Sea stream. Although, if you are a player who plays on the CIS cluster, those two containers will be not distributed via Twitch drops, but via bonus codes that will be distributed on the Russian stream.
Okay, their only DD is going the other way.
Ruby's asking, is there a daring legendary mod coming? Maybe in future, Ruby. For now, we basically, we moved the legendary upgrades with the update 0.9.3. They will appear in the Research Bureau. And we're planning on reworking them and adding new ones.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot promise right now that daring will be part of that, but I think there's a good chance for it. And Arthur Monvoisin on YouTube is asking, will the containers about the Puerto Rico event be sold in the armory for coal again, for the collection? Arthur, we're checking this, but I think there's a very good chance for this happening, just like many other collection containers that reappeared in the armory, but probably a bit further in the future.
Little Sagray, can we still get drops if we have Twitch open on the background while we play? Well, I got dropped this way today, so...
Yes, the answer is a clear yes.
Yep.
Mom's Eagle is asking, Mom's Eagle, I don't know which one's mom is watching, but her eagle is saying, any plans to buff the Yamato so it's on par with the other BBs in the game? And the answer is no, because the Yamato is very balanced and fits very nicely in comparison with the other battleships. Even though she has been in the game for a very long time, she is still a very powerful battleship, and I can assure you that she's not too weak.
It doesn't need a buff. Very simple.
Yes.
It doesn't. If you think otherwise, then you're not playing the Yamato correctly.
Yes. Okay. And in general, like if you're wondering, like okay, like an older ship like the Yamato, how do we approach this when it comes to balancing? We always keep an active eye on the ships, on all of the ships, not just the new ones, also the old ones. And when we see that one of the ships is dropping off, we'll do our very best to help that ship and keep it competitive.
Should I rattle their cage by going for their cap?
And I see that guys in chat on Twitch have a few problems. I'm sorry, this is related to Twitch. They already had this yesterday evening. I guess with so many people watching Twitch streams in the current situation while being at home, I guess the chat server is a bit overloaded there.
I can imagine.
By the way, Captain Lieutenant, if you type in Cyrillic or in Russian, we won't be able to read it because we don't speak Russian, I'm sorry. But there will be a Russian stream tomorrow.
I repeat question. Should I rattle their cage by going for the cap?
Ooh.
Oh,
If you
it's
want
a
to
bit...
get some free playing kills, I mean, like, honestly, I'm not sure if it's too
in general,
sensible.
like at this point, after like 5 minutes, I would personally say it's still a bit too early because, well, it depends on what you want to achieve. It would be too early to try to cap it for the sake of capping it. If you want to distract the enemy and make them hurry back, then it's a good move. But overall, you need to be prepared to run away, and you're basically moving in between two fleets. So getting away, especially with the CV in battle, is going to be very tricky in a DD without smoke. So my recommendation would be rather try to top them on your right or on your left and poke the cap a bit later.
Oh, my smoke went away. Good morning, Conway.
Ravensburn, you have been unable to access the NA Armory from in-game for the past week. Is this a bug? There might be a bug, yes, with the Armory, and maybe Gneisenau is still in the chat and can link you to how to potentially fix this, because there is a known solution for this. Is there any way to look under a ship to see things like the lower deck armor? You cannot really see it from the inside, no. What you can do is you can look at a full ship in port. For example, the what is the desk called? The designer desk?
Remember
designer table port. You can see that.
Sorry, guys. If you have like a defensive AA ship, trigger the defensive AA before you trigger the priority target, because then your initial burst is going to be, I think, going to be more effective, do more damage.
Oh, so the CV actually ignored me.
Wow. Lace Demoniorium is asking, is it possible that we may see Kitakami or Tone return to the game in the future? The answer is yes, it's possible. It's when it comes to Kitakami and Tone, it's two different topics. For the Kitakami, it's more of an issue like how she would impact gameplay. For Tone, it's more of a question how to make that gameplay work with the hybrid solution of CV versus surface ship, because she has both traits, right? And to be able to combine it in a neat gameplay experience is not that easy. You can speak English just a little bit slower, that's absolutely fine. Any news about the new German premium ships, Steffen? Well, they're on their way. One of them might be even closer on its way. So we will see. Any changes planned for the Indomitable? John, not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Can you guys add a 1v1 mode that would be permanent? Wookiee Legend, I think adding it as a permanent mode would probably take away the special feeling from it, but I'm sure we're going to bring it back in some form or way. But in general, if it becomes a regular mode, then it might just become very old very quickly, and that's something we would like to avoid. And Wuzu Kabuka is asking, the bonus code doesn't give me nothing. Yes, it gave you a mission. All you have to do is go to your personal assignments tab in the game. You can find it in the port when you click on combat missions, and there you will see the mission weekend number 3, Fight With Us. Thanks for the drop. Our pleasure.
Okay, the cyclone is coming.
Also dropping the bonus code in chat in case you missed it.
How are you doing?
So far so good. Would be nice if someone slept at Baltimore, but other than that...
Oh, the Ghost Rider. That's a very nice suggestion. I'll pass it along and see what we can do. Callum is asking, why can't we have on PC the Ducks of War mode that PlayStation, Xbox have right now? We used to have it in World of Warships. Actually, I think the first official April Fool's mode we had after the game's release. It's not very easy to bring it back, but we are still lobbying, especially here the EU team. We keep asking about this mode, but it's very tricky to get it back into the game because the game developed so much
because
in the meantime.
with the Cyclone, the Baltimore is just way too...
Ustadi says he's confused with the upcoming updates. Is the new upcoming update only the campaign, or is it Russian cruisers combined with the campaign? So no, the next update will be focused on the new campaign for the European Commander and with the full tech tree release of the European Destroyer branch. And that's it. The Russian cruiser release will be after that.
Okay, I lingered for too long, it seems.
Ragnitok is asking about some hints or sneak peek on the upcoming April Fool's event. So this year's April Fool's event is different from last year's, and for more information you will have to wait until April the 1st probably.
The issue is right now that Kutuzov in Cyclone becomes almost useless because your smoke doesn't work at that range.
Kosu is asking, are there any other Twitch missions in addition to the Pig Years one? Not for this update, because with this update we have all of the bonus code activities with a lot of missions, and we didn't want to overdo it in terms of how many missions you have to do at the same time. So for now there's only this one big mission for update 0.9.2, and with update 0.9.3 we will transition back to the weekly mission Twitch drop. Will unique upgrades still go to the research bureau in 0.9.3, Callistra? Yes, they will.
This is how you hack the game chat. You just guess where the enemy is going to be, even though you can't see him, and hit him anyway. For those of you who don't know, obviously I'm aiming entirely with the minimap right now. It's not very accurate, but it kind of works, and at least shooting battleships some of the time.
Will Musashi return? Maybe in the future, but not planned right now. Jean-Bart will be removed soon too, right? Yes, Caesar. So with the next update, both Smolensk and Jean-Bart will be removed from the armory, also for the from the premium shop. What ship will we get if we have the Moskva? You will have the Moskva and keep the Moskva. Any info on Borodino? It was announced but never entered public testing. Vanyup, no information on that. Sorry. Not to maneuver? Absolutely. MrConway loves the beach. Like we all. What happens to Thunderer? Nothing yet. She will stay in the game. In general, guys, we always try to give you enough heads up, usually like at least 2 updates, something around this, when we remove ships from the armory. To give you enough time to still get them. And same thing is true for Captain Minia for the Paolo Emilio. No news right now. Speedbird is asking, why is the Jean-Bart going to be removed? Same reason as with the Smolensk. They are becoming too popular, and that means too present in the matchmaking, and that's why we put them a bit on the bench for now.
I like Gneisenau's suggestion. When you beach, you should get a free Mai Tai.
That interesting idea, yes.
Yep, I'm for it.
Vice Admiral B is asking for a chance to create your own custom commanders. That would be a really cool thing, but it's also would be very difficult to do. So for now, not going to happen very soon. Maybe in the future though. I think it's a really cool idea. I absolutely agree. Can you please insert the Sigma parameter in the ship stats in-game? Is such an important value and cannot be found. Yes and no. The problem is that people always think that the Sigma value is the one and only thing that defines dispersion, which is not true. And we also don't want to overload the interface with information. If you're a player who knows Sigma, it's actually quite easy usually to find that information, what is the Sigma setting for a ship. But I understand where you're coming from. Jethro is saying we need a premium Tier 8 Royal Navy light cruiser and a German Tier 8 DD with 128mm guns, Crysantos. Can you pass this to the devs? I need these ships. Look, Jethro, I can suggest it, but one comment on a stream probably won't be enough ammunition for me to make that happen right away. Any word on our premium camo on Moscow or existing XP on ships? So Casey, if you have premium camouflages on the Moscow, you will definitely keep them. When it comes to existing experience points, I need to check whether they're going to move with the Moskva or whether they're going to transition to the Tier 1. I'll have to check. What does Sigma actually mean? It's the grouping of the shells. Vaping death. Okay, it's a quite complicated topic, how dispersion works in general. So I would recommend you to look at guides that explain to you how Sigma and dispersion in general work.
Yeah, but basically to put it simple, the dispersion tells you in how large circle your shells will land, and the Sigma tells you how many of them will land towards the center of the circle.
Questions about the special assignments for Tier 10 ships awarded by an enhanced upgrade. Will it be possible to put upgrades on different ships than the one that it was rewarded to? No, Mizarath, because the special upgrades are specific. The legendary ones are specific to the ships. So they are designed for the ships. Otherwise they might, completely break another ship in terms of how it performs. So no. Unfortunately, that's a no. Just tell them over 9,000 asked for it. Okay, Jethro, I can try.
I'm not sure it will work, but yeah, we can always try.
What date does the Moscow go premium? English militia? Not known yet.
Decent game though, 112,000 damage. Could be worse.
LB Transport is asking, will there be new ships replacing the Jean-Bart and Smolensk? Well, not right away, but there will be obviously new ships coming to the armory, also for coal. And Mick Ritchie is asking, what's the difference between the Smolensk and the Holland? Because, look, so Mickey, the difference between the ships is that the Holland is a ship that is more focused on the torpedo aspect, while the Smolensk is a bit more of an all-rounder that also enables you to use radar. So you get to be, a bit more of a bully near cap zones. And well played, guys. By the way.
Well, not from me. I potatoed.
It's a team effort.
I stayed for way too long in the cap.
Yeah, come on, Crysantos, give us a hint on how long we have to wait for mines. Okay, we have to switch the camera.
Mines.
Can you put us on the mixed scene, please?
Look.
Mm-hmm. You can also push the button.
I don't know which of the buttons it is.
There are two of them.
So look me in the eye when you. It's in the future not too far away.
Mines.
In the future not too far away. We all want to make it mines, right? But it's not going to happen today. This is what I can tell you. Might be happening in a future not too far away.
Close. So who's next?
It's just like I'm not allowed to tell you, so I can give you hints, but not much more.
Are you guys ever going to lower fire damage? That video showing 75% damage in 60 seconds on BBs is ridiculous. Well, if a BB is suffering all the fires it can suffer and doesn't put them out, then I think it deserves to suffer.
Yes. Mines tomorrow? Lies. I mean, it's possible, but unlikely.
Well, in any case, whether it comes tomorrow or doesn't come ever, let's blame Crysantos for it.
Yeah, I agree. This is
me? I'm innocent. Look here, innocent. I'm an angel.
Quendu is not accepting my invitation. I'm sorry, dude, but we are live, so we're not going to wait for long. Guys, if you do, send us like a ping.
What is
You're gonna have to be on the ball when we invite you.
Taco Bobo is asking, what is Mainz? Mainz is an upcoming Tier 8 German light cruiser.
Basically,
which is amazing.
Yeah, think Admiral Hipper, but instead of think Prince Eugen, but instead of the twin turrets with 20 centimeter guns, think the Nuremberg turrets all over the place.
Yes. Good ship.
Basically German Cleveland.
Toby says, I've seen you drinking. I need this toy torpedo, please. Gunner, you mean this one?
Drinking what?
It's amazing. It's amazing, right? And we would love to make this available to you. We're looking into it. It's not that easy because, as you can imagine, to ship this beast, it's quite expensive. But we're looking into it, guys. Hopefully, at some point, we'll be able to do that. What about Akagi? She also seems pretty significant to leave out. Sailor McJohn, look, we would like to get as many of the historical ships into the game, but we can only produce as many ships as we can right now. And we also want to spread them out, right? So that we have a lot of different ships coming to the game.
So I smoke your radar.
So maybe in the future.
So
any plans on buffing the German battleship secondary gun accuracy? Leandrom, not right now. But German secondaries have been buffed in December and also with the changes in the last update.
So what map do we have?
Evan is asking, you guys are trapped in the office? Not trapped. We came
we
here
are voluntarily here. Yes.
Honestly, because we are stuck at home like everybody else, social distancing and things like that. So for us, it's also a really nice way of just getting some human contact here. Every once in a while in the office.
But we just try and be smart about it. There's been no kissing yet, and no. But honestly, we've from my side, I've been very distant from everybody. It's just been me and the family at home. I've been in the last week. I've been shopping once, and I went for a walk outside. I think twice. Oh no! And I went down to get the post once. It's really it's tough, and it's been for me. This is the end of the third week of being at home now coming up.
I'm generally trying to do... wait, we are all going D? Look, we are all going D.
And Lionel actually realized that PC in the background. Yes, it is amazing.
I think if we want to share radar, we need to go here.
The Ghost Rider.
That means all 3 destroyers at 1 cap.
What are you guys talking about, by the way?
We're talking about what we're going to do. The thing is, look, Taki, A is a death.
Guys, you are aware of the fact that we're still in the mixed setup, right?
Yes.
Okay, so guys have no context of what you are talking about. That's why I was confused as well, because I see the same thing as you guys see in chat. Guys. That's why, why are you talking about A? We're still talking about other things, like this beautiful
we can also talk about
modded PC in the
same
background.
Time, like this.
Yep.
Yes. Is it also the right names on the scenes, Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No.
Leandrom is asking Jean Bart or Stalingrad. Jean Bart is going away, but I do have enough steel to get Stalingrad with Coupon right now. So my piece of advice is, if a ship like Jean Bart is going away and you want it, take it. The Stalingrad is not going away in the foreseeable future, as far as I know. And you can get additional steel in the next ranked and clan battle season. So I would say get the Chambard, even though the Stalingrad is a really, really nice ship.
Already?
Oh, we need to come up. We need to Thunderdome Sarumo.
Do you want smoke?
Evil Friend is asking, so these guys get paid to do this? Can Wargaming get a refund? Haha.
I guess
this stream is not refundable. Oh, is that a nice gameplay here? Oh, a Somers. Oh, wow, you're doing this? Somers Smalland? Oh,
yes.
That's an evil combination.
Yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
enemy DD is not too
because he has an island. Mm-hmm. But Shimmer's cross-topping him now. Ha! Now it's becoming evil, Crysantos.
Now he's hydroed.
How am I hydroed?
What are you fighting?
Oh, there's Z here as well.
Yes.
Oops.
This is fun to watch, guys. What do you think in chat? when will the chance to earn the European tokens and buy ships end? Well, Speedbird, the European tokens, the chance to earn the tokens is going to end with the end of the update. But usually you have an additional update of time to be able to buy them with these tokens.
But I now have to...
Look, we won that. We killed the Harugumo and I lost no hit points, basically, almost.
Nice. And Lord of Droid actually arrived and is watching us.
Oh.
Who had Hydro? Exactly, Lord of Droid. It was the set, unfortunately.
That was like Sommers and Smoland. It's a nasty combination.
Yes,
Yes, it is. Oh, Lazaveron in Twitch chat just said, "Hey, I just got the Perth in a drop." Yes, because the Perth is our epic drop this month that you can get from watching Twitch.
Oh, also, by the way, there's a Puerto Rico sporting the King of the Sea camouflage right there. That's a rare ship for sure.
That's a rare sight. Absolutely.
Nelson, is it anyone we know?
I think right now the King of the Sea
I've read
camouflage is definitely the most exclusive and rarest camouflage
on
in
the
the
whole
game.
server. Yeah, for sure.
That's perfect. Wow, Gneisenau. Wow. Toxic streamers, absolutely. Seabit, absolutely. MrConway.
We are not toxic. We are slightly noxious.
Very toxic.
How can I get the King of the Sea drops? Still, it's gonna be very easy next weekend when the King of the Sea regional and international finals are going to be broadcast. It's on the 4th and 5th of April. You just tune in to King of the Sea on any
Puerto
channel
Rico
where King of the Sea is broadcasting,
and then we go hunt for the Z. Or then we just go into the cap. My smoke is in 30 seconds, by the way.
No, so far, if people are good, so if people do the bonus code and complete our mission, which is win a game with 2,000 base experience at tier 10, you can have a maximum of 2 King of the Sea camouflages right now.
I see you have some questions about Pve Operations. So, no new Pve Operations will be added in the foreseeable future. Narai will return with, I think, the next update. And outside of that, with the other remaining operations that are not in the game right now, like Cherry Blossom, I don't know when they're going to come back. Like, I don't want to make you give you any false promises, guys. So I'm always being realistic with you. So I'm just telling you, I wouldn't expect them in the near future.
Are we going to hunt for the Z?
Maybe mid-long-term future, they will come back. But right now, our focus is more on PvP content.
I don't want to hunt the Z because there's a Venezia behind him, and one volley of the Venezia is basically...
Okay, so we go hunt the Thunderer.
The Thunderer looks like he looks like he's ripe for the taking.
Okay.
I'll just call him Dave. When will autopilot work fixed? Well, you mean probably when is it going to be improved? We already made some major improvements to the autopilot. I know it's still not perfect, but I don't know whether there's going to be any changes to this in the very near future. I don't think so.
Razvo1, put more missions to earn signals. Are you also taking the daily containers for signals? Because that's actually also a very nice way how to get them.
Mustadi, look, the next update is going to be about European Destroyer branch release and the campaign, so I don't think this will affect the Moskva just yet. Will I be able to finish the collection for the Italian commander? I couldn't play at the time he came out. How do I complete the collection? Simpix, right now, the containers are not available, but I'm sure they will be available through other means like the armory in the future.
I'm coming in. I will give you smoke.
Yeah, give me smoke. We can just duck it.
And in general, guys, when it comes to all these questions about Soviet cruiser line, once this is coming closer to actual release, we will give you all of the information as soon as we can. Is there a chance that the camouflages from old events come back, like the tier 8 from the last Russian event? You have the collection, but you missed to buy the camouflages. Nachtschatten maybe in the future, but I'll check. How many containers can you get from one stream? Well, I would say, you mean if you talk about Twitch containers, I would say 1 per stream, like 1, for example, like a stream like this one, you can get 1, you cannot get 2 or 3, and then, you know, it depends on your luck. And there's a total limit of 5 per campaign.
Oh, my torpedoes hit something. The Venezia.
How rare is the drop? Look, the regular container is not rare at all, and you can
Conqueror?
get up to 5, and the mission is guaranteed to drop. Like if you watch, for example, a full World of Warships stream from the official channel, you will definitely get the mission.
Oh,
And when it comes to
I've got red already, by the way.
the epic drop, that's rare,
Oh, yeah, but
obviously.
there's
So
nothing much
not
to
everybody
radar.
will get it.
I'm going
Was
to
it?
the... Well, yeah, but I'm not hunting for him with Burgundian Venezia around. I'm actually going around the island and will try to get the Conqueror from the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna still pop it because I want to know where the Conqueror is.
So Captain Mini is asking about CVs. Will more CV lines be coming along?
early.
And is the CV rework considered to be finished
I would say.
entirely? So I think that overall the CV rework is kind of done, which doesn't mean that there's not still stuff that needs to be worked on. But that is true for most of the aspects of the game, right? It's constantly changing, and we're making adjustments to keep up with the balance. And we know that we get a lot of feedback about the interaction
Sorry?
between classes,
something Ollie.
and we'll always keep an eye on this and
Yeah,
see
I know.
how we can, help with making that interaction less painful or more fun. But will be more CV lines be coming along? Yes, absolutely. How about changing random battles to a 10 versus 10 mode with only +-1 matchmaking? It's Zetron. We're not planning to do this. We made a lot of changes to the matchmaker over the years, and one of the, I think, best quality of life changes we applied
Do you need to
a few
come
months
to
ago
this, or
with a cap to how many times you can actually be the low tier ship
I'm
in
on the
battles.
wrong
So
end of the
+-2
island for that.
is the kind of matchmaking that is intended for the game. And we want to have
just come back
+-2
to that.
matchmaking, so I wouldn't expect that anytime soon. So it is working as it is right now, and I think that it's way less frustrating as it was, for example, a year ago with the
Also
changes we
touched by
applied.
the Venezia.
Okay, there it is.
And Leandrome, the answer is still no. Chris Bonnell on YouTube is saying my World of Warships is broken. Hey, if you have issues with World of Warships, make sure to contact our customer support, send us a wargaming check, and then we can see whether we can help you. But please describe to us what you're encountering and like what kind of issues you have. Always make also sure that you use updated drivers, that you also let your client take a check ride and a repair. And overall, make sure that your system is working nicely. The furious clicking.
That's MrConway.
Yes, absolutely.
But you do it as well.
And Docslock is asking, is something planned with Atlanta main guns and Massachusetts, Georgia secondaries?
should
They
lose
got
that.
horribly nerfed after Cruiser buff last
Yeah.
patch.
Should-
Especially Atlanta versus Tier 9 is completely wasted match. So Docslock, we actually
There
buffed the
he
Atlanta
is.
slightly, and I think we're applying another slight buff with the reload
10
time.
seconds, so.
And the Massachusetts, Georgia secondaries, I don't think they're that bad, but we keep an eye on this in general. Like the change is not that impactful as people claimed it to be. And we're monitoring it very closely. If we see there's something bigger we need to do in terms of balancing or buffing, we will definitely do this.
I managed
The
to
change
land
was
some
not
hits, but
intended to
didn't
hit,
manage to
for
sink him.
example, Atlanta or Massachusetts in terms of performance. But you need to make a choice, right? Fires or penetration. Will the Alabama ever be buffed? If she needs to be buffed, she will be buffed. But right now, that is not the case. Oh, and Freak86 says, thanks for the match at MrConway. Any_1 says, I once managed to cause flooding with my guns. How does that work? It doesn't, anyone. So the only reason why you would
Why
flood
are
another
our
ship would be
guys-
through
Really out of
torpedoes
position,
or
yeah.
through ramming.
No, we are not. They are.
Anything else is definitely a bug, and if you see this, please report it, because I haven't seen this in my entire history in World of Warships, and I have over 14,000 battles.
Damn it, Venezia is charging me. That will be it. Yeah. The Italian heavy cruisers are really evil against destroyers.
Yes, absolutely. SAP,
Yep.
especially on Venezia, very strong.
I'm dead here. Like, there's just enemies to all sides. Somebody's gonna spot me in just a second. God damn it.
Oh, Lord of Droid is saying, looks like a loss to me. Are you trying to trigger me, Lord of Droid? I know you do. Look, I believe in Mr. Conway to turn this around.
I don't. There's too much here. I mean,
Okay, and here I stop believing.
no, this is not a great game. We tried, but I don't know honestly what this group of people back here, what they are doing, hiding in the corner from the enemy.
It's the favorite battleship mating grounds.
Yes, I think the battleships are trying to mate to produce new TDs to restore the ones they've lost.
Yes.
Hey, he detonated.
Detonation on tier 10. Wow. Wow.
Fun and engaging. Dogstock, no problem, man, no problem. I know that Twitch chat is currently quite buggy. I saw another question. From Everfriend, is there a feeling among the developers that DDs are a bit weak at the moment? No, that's not the case. But we monitor very closely what we see, in terms of feedback that we get when it comes to the difficulty for playing DDs. But if you take a look at how popular they are and how they perform, DDs are quite fine. And
by the way, in case there is someone who still has not got the container,
Oh, yes.
there it is. This is today's bonus code.
Oli oli olade.
And Mr. Conway, because it's been a while since we showed this, can you show again how to redeem a bonus code and where to find it?
Yes.
His look shows that he's not a big fan of doing this, but I know not all of you are around for all of our streams and might not know how to use a bonus code or how to figure out whether it works for you, so we'll just showcase it to you so that you know. Glenn Sullivan on YouTube is asking or saying he would really like to see the odd tier CVs back. In general, they might come back, but we're looking into how that would be the case. So,
Do you want to narrate?
okay, so you are now trying to figure out how to redeem a bonus code. So in order to do that, you have two ways of doing this.
Oh, that's us.
The easiest way is, first of all, make sure you're logged in. You can do this on the upper right corner with the login button. Mr. Conway is already logged in. Now, Mr. Conway is going to hover over his profile.
You are not showing the proper thing.
There you go. And then down here, you see the Activate Wargaming Code button. You can click here, and it will lead you to the page where you can redeem the bonus code. And here, you just copy-paste it or type it in. For example, Crysantos is amazing. I said amazing. And you redeem it. And then, it will tell you that it works, or it doesn't work because it's the wrong code. Clearly, because that's not true. You can also get directly to that page. Oh, Long Live the King X. Yes, that's the bonus code for King of the Sea, to get one additional King of the Sea camouflage. And you can also, if you go back to the portal, there's also a second way how to get to this page. Mr. Conway, can you go back to just worldofwarships.eu? Because you can also just go to the premium shop in the upper left corner, that golden button. You click on this, and then you go to the premium shop, and there on the top right, you see the Redeem Wargaming Code button. And now, if you redeem the bonus code, Mr. Connor will show you where you can find the mission in the game, and then we can move on. And chat, in the meantime, please let us know which tier you would like to... Oh, there is one
I got
container.
a King of the Sea container from the King of the Sea mission. Let me have a look. Ta-da! What did we get? Ramming speed. Excellent.
Haha.
So, Mr. Conway, where can I find the mission that I just got from the bonus code? So you click on Combat Missions and then on Personal Assignments. And here in Personal Assignments, you will find all of the additional missions you get, for example, through a bonus code, through opt-in buttons on the portal, or, for example, our Twitch missions that you can get through the Twitch drops.
Yeah, to be honest, I wanted to call this mission to Warships Dream of Electric Pigs, but we had character limitations, so
Unfortunately.
Didn't make it through.
It seems that the invitee does not...
Sir Xenon, I deem thee unworthy of thy title of Sir.
It's Zetron? No, that doesn't really work that
Is
way.
Twitch chat kaputt?
Yes. The answer is yes.
From time to time, yes.
No, it's
Dragoon, nein.
known issues from Twitch.
Nein, ist nicht kaputt.
Ist kaputt. I can confirm.
It's kaputt?
Twitch has issues.
Yes.
See, Mr. Conway's not listening, but we're used to this, right, chat?
You're too far away.
Are you planning for a discount on Wargaming Premium since there's so many people that need to stay home?
Like you mean like the 100% discount for 2 weeks premium that we just gave?
Yes, Aka Samurai. So we did give actually free premium time, 2 weeks of free premium time through the portal. All you have to do is go to our World of Warships portal, your regional portal, EU, Asia, NA, Russia, wherever you're from, and you can just activate 14 days of premium time for free. Are we going to plan to do something more? It depends on the situation, and we'll have to see how it develops. Play tier 7 ships. So chat in general, look, give us a tier, not tier 10. Mr. Conway is already on the tier 10 button, so chat, give me a number, tier you want to see Mr. Conway to play. The lower the better.
I want to play one more game in the Petropavlovs, but I'll take
Maybe later.
Votes for requests for the next game after that, and you will remind me that.
So you are taking Petropavlovsk?
So yes. I see no tier 1.
Okay.
We've got time for 2 more games.
Yes.
42
so in that
also
case,
a little bit too high, guys. You know the game.
I think
See a lot of 5, 6, 7, 6.
Small
7,
again.
I'm really
Oh, 4.
disappointed with
A lot of
the,
2s as
people
well.
who don't accept my invites.
I think this one is gonna be tier 6 or tier 7. Tier 6 or tier 7. Oh, I see more 6s now. Tier 6, 7.
Doesn't matter.
I think it's tier 6.
I can play either Westeros or Skene.
So tier 6 it is, and then we can play a tier 7. And cheat Mr. Conway out of a tier 10 battle.
Well,
we've got time for 2 more games. So that's going to be this one and one more.
yeah.
Yes, tier 6 and tier 7.
With the Petropavlovsk? Interesting. Sorry, so chat, you made me play this ship, and I really liked it the first time. Now I need to play it a second time. So.
What, you're still playing the Petropavlovsk now? Wow.
You are not listening.
Look, I've been too caught up in my love of Holland. I've been playing. Crysantos will confirm this. It was just World of Holland for Mr. Conway.
That's true. I still do not approve of Mr. Conway's love for tier 10.
The best.
Chat.
The best.
What we might do for one of the upcoming streams, or maybe more streams, we can do like a bit of an intervention.
Well, we could just go
and ban Mr. Conway from playing tier 10.
No, we can go play our NA accounts again.
Yes.
We don't have tier 10 ships there.
Oh, that's true. Swedish ship is best ship. Well, Almighty Fox, I have to say that I do love the Swedish DBs a lot, but they are European DBs.
I'm gonna go up to see.
Even though most of them are Swedish by nature, but they're in the European tech trade.
I see.
Why Montana, like Iowa and North Carolina, only get Trid 10 installed? Well, I don't really get that question.
Yes, the chat is right. You could do a straw poll for the ship to play. You can pick a couple and let chat vote.
Yes, we can do this in the future.
No, I mean now for the next game. You have lots
We
of time.
already
know tier.
asked. Its next one is tier 6.
Yes. So
Now we want to do another one to figure out what again?
which ship? Which ship?
Which ship? Oh, you want me? Sorry. I
Yeah.
understood
So
tier.
what I'm saying is pick a couple of ships, put them into the straw poll, and let chat decide which ship to play. We know the tier, but we.
Okay, straw poll. So, chat, we know that Mr. Conway probably wants to play a premium ship, so we're not going to add premium ships. So, chat, let me know tier 6 ships. So, what tier 6 ship should Mr. Conway play?
You do not learn from the charity stream. They
So,
want
chat,
to.
I'm
they want
open
to see you
suggestions.
suffer.
We have a full match for this.
It's fine. I can live with it. Somebody asked, "Is this game free to play?" Somebody says yes, but no. It is free to play. It is free to play. It is also. You can also obviously give us money if you choose to. But if you want to play, you can play for free.
So I see the first pick is going to be Pensacola.
So I can give you a radar, by the way, down there, if you need a second one.
I don't think anyone is in here right now. So
Okay, so we have the first option, chat, is Pensacola. I'm looking for a second option. We're looking for regular ships. Gepard, oh yes.
I don't know if I have any of these ships, by the way, Crysantos. This might be a limiting factor.
We
I don't
will.
have a Gepard,
You
sure.
can free XP. I know you have enough free XP to get there.
Wow.
Queen Elizabeth, yes, interesting as well. So guys, tier 6 Fubuki, Graf Spee. Oh, yes, Graf Spee is.
He
of course,
definitely has Graf Spee.
He definitely has Graf Spee. Icarus. Oh, Icarus. I really like that suggestion. So Icarus also goes onto the list. And guys, you can vote in a minute. Huang He, obviously. Well, Huang He is still premium ship. I would like to give him something that is not a premium ship as selection. But I'll add Graf Spee for, have like a token premium ship here on the list as well. So right now we have Pensacola, Icarus, and Graf Spee. Leander. Oh, that might be interesting as well. Yes, chat, keep going. Do suggest. Nuremberg, Perth, Nievny, Nuremberg. We can actually also go for Nuremberg.
Your hometown.
Mm-hmm. How about Kirov? Well, Kirov is a tier 5 ship, so that's a bit of a limiting factor. Dallas. Oh, Dallas is also a good pick.
I want to punish this Minos broadside.
Okay, so guys, I will add Dallas and Trento. He loves to play. He loves to play the Venezia. So, chat, we will add Nuremberg and Trento, and then I'll take one last suggestion, chat, to put on the list. Molotov is a premium ship, so right now I want to keep it mostly tech tree.
Who had radar?
Ryujo.
The Ryujo had radar?
No.
Gede. Okay, guys, you win, so it's gonna be Gede as well. I know he has the Gede. Because I think he was on his way to the set 52. Okay, chat, so let me finish setting up the straw poll, and then you get to vote. So chat, here you get to vote. I'm putting the link on all of the chats. You're so silent, guys. Are you that consumed by the match?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going full concentrating mode now.
Oh, currently Pensacola is leading, followed by Gede, Nuremberg, and then Graf Spee.
like
So
Gede.
chat, I'll give you, like a few minutes until the match is over. Not until MrConway is sinking, because that's probably happening sooner than the game's ending. You forgot to continue my question about Montana. Yeah, Imp, it was a very specific question, so it's probably better to ask that on the forums. Can we get a Mai Tai achievement for beaching 500 or 1,000 times in your career? That would be a cool one. Captain Ice Cube is asking, can I exchange my 1.8k channel points for EU tokens? Nice try, man. Nice try, but the answer is no.
I wish I could let you exchange all your channel points for something.
Yeah.
Yamato good for secondaries? Well, Jude, I would say you can build her that way, but if you really want to get a secondary build, there are probably better ships like the Kurfürst or even the Republik for that. Can we get a flag? Can we get flags for 10 losses in a row? I'm not sure that giving a reward for losing a lot of matches in a row is a good incentive to play differently. But I know what you mean. I know that, if you have a bad day, it would be nice to get something. Any plans on adding coupons for the coal commanders? Phenomenon power? Not right now, but we did pass along that nice suggestion. Can we have a customable clan flag? Well, Grounding 44, can you promise me there won't be dicks on the flag? And then you have your answer.
Wait, did you say, can you promise you there will be dicks on the flag? Because I can promise you that.
Trap Ice Creamy is asking, how expensive are the legendary upgrades going to be? I don't know the exact price yet, but I'm sure it's going to be announced soon here.
Okay. Shimakaze is executed.
Is balls allowed? Well, depends on the way you draw them.
Wow.
You've opened the Pandora box.
So, chat, you still... Which box? The box of customable flags?
Yes.
Yeah, look, I didn't open it. It was chat. And it's okay.
Blame it on the chat. Blame it on the chat.
That was a... unfortunate, Mr. Conway.
Don't know what that dispersion was. Should be illegal.
Because Oricum, long time nothing heard about the submarines. Yes, because it was a very long, still process of improving them and so on. So as soon as we have more information, we will let you know. But I think there should be something in the upcoming weeks. Chat gave you the box. You opened it. Rock Sushi. Shh, it's a secret between you and me. Chat, we're allies here.
Lies.
We're allies. The two guys sitting there, that's the enemy. So let me see. Update for the straw poll. Oh yes, Pensacola is leading. So chat, you still have the chance to vote. Make sure to click the button for which ship Mr. Conway should play in the next one.
What's happening up there?
Mungo is asking, Crysantos, can you nerf a ship Conway plays while in game? Look, I would love to have that button, but it doesn't exist, unfortunately.
Oh, please don't take those torpedoes in the nose.
Eagle, you know of several other games that have presets that you can use to customize flags? Yeah, Eagle, I'm sure that other games do, but it's a cool idea, but we always have to think about how you guys are going to use it,
the European torpedoes,
and to make it work. So
that's what she said. Nobody? No? Nothing?
No.
Not even from over there?
No.
Chat,
I'll let
hopefully chat will give me something, chat.
Makarov, when can I get one? So, Katari, you can get it every once in a while from Twitch drops, but we passed along the feedback that the Makarov wasn't really available for a long time. She was actually at least for EU, I know, she was in the in-game shop for the balloons, and I hope she's going to come back because we forwarded your feedback about her not being really available, and I hope she will be available in the foreseeable future. What are our favorite candies? So I'm not really a candy person.
Bacon.
Bacon would be very high on that list. That's true. What are your favorite candies, Mr. Conway? Are you too focused on reversing?
I can't hear right now. It's too much gunfire.
So I guess shells is the answer from Mr. Conway.
I want this to get greedy and show me broadside so I can punish him.
Well, I think he's rather taking torps than showing you broadside.
He's dead, yeah. It's a moot point.
No new King of the Sea quest chain? Well, Rocco, there is already one on the portal that you can get. Okay, better question. What is your favorite alcoholic beverage? Okay, I think with that we can get to Mr. Conway's head. So for me, I mean, besides the standard answer of very decent beer, for me it would be a good mojito. Always nice.
Dry white wine.
Nice work, Tucky.
Mr. Conway? What is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
My favorite alcohol it's
my brain is catching up.
It's my favorite Bloody Mary in our favorite cocktail bar in Prague.
Bailout.
It's the bailout cocktail. It's amazing.
So Pensacola. 30% of people, yes, 30% of people voted for Pensacola, and the second most voted ship for is Graf Spee. So, Mr. Tucky, you get to play the Graf Spee.
No.
Yes?
No.
This is not democracy. Chat is deciding now.
I can't believe
no,
I have a Pensacola.
I thought you were setting up evil things for Mr. Conway.
I actually
You
have
didn't
a
listen when I
Pensacola.
said you guys are the
I'm surprised. Not only do I have a Pensacola, but it's set up. It has a captain. It actually has a John Doe captain. George Doe. Interesting.
Yes, the brother of John Doe, clearly.
But I'm going to play a bionic one.
Oh wow, a lot of droids says, but Tucky doesn't even drink bailout. He just likes others drinking it.
No,
That's-
no, that I didn't say that I like the bailout. I said that I like dry white wine. I was just correcting his Bloody Mary to his bailout.
Yeah.
True.
Choose me to play with you. So if you want me to play with you, why are you not available for being invited into the division?
So
What's
It's my
your
birthday, that's a
favorite
good reason,
cocktail
isn't it?
bar in Prague? Well, currently there's no cocktail bar available, unfortunately, but I can definitely do a shout out for the Tiki Taki bar in
Oh yes, it's
Žižkov.
the most amazing
So
bar ever.
Grafspe, okay, so I'm taking high school fleet Grafspe.
Because never not trigger people if you can. Right?
Yes, exactly. If I have to suffer, everyone has to suffer. Nah, I mean Grafspe isn't suffering, but I would prefer to be able to grind the Westeros.
How much does a mask cost at your pharmacy? Well, funnily enough, there's no price because you cannot buy one. The Czech government actually introduced a rule that when you're out in a public space, or as soon as you leave a building, you have to wear a mask. Mine
Yes.
is actually just lying here right now.
Oh,
And this is not a mask meant to protect you from getting infected, but it's a mask that's meant to protect others from getting infected from you in case you have COVID symptomatically or asymptomatically. But it doesn't have to be like a professional mask. So that they overnight created like an industry, a cottage industry of people making masks at home and bringing them for people.
yep.
If you want to
I'm buying Ostrogotland.
Wargaming managed to source some masks, at least for my kids somewhere, which is awesome because it's just like getting them to wear something like this is difficult. But yeah,
Okay, so we're all ready.
Picozoicum has a
Master
very
of
interesting question. What is your favorite PC game? So Picozoicum, I'm not sure whether you know this game. It's really cool. Like if you like naval battles, mine is a game that's called World of Warships. It's available on PC. It's free to play, and you will probably spend a few hours on this game when
Yep.
you like it.
one or two.
Yeah.
Okay, but Crysantos, what is your favorite game that's not World of Warships?
It's Stellaris. Then there's a long time nothing, and then it
Always
really
World of
depends.
Tanks? Wow. And don't insult me, Mongo Killer.
Mine is, well, I have a lot of them, but like City Skylines or Surviving Mars or Mashinki. Like anything you can relax by building stuff and seeing your people die horribly because you forgot to supply them with oxygen and stuff like that.
But you never answered the question as well. What is your favorite PC game?
Me?
Yeah.
Apart from World of Warships, I mean, I don't think World of Warships is my favorite PC game, but I think if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose Kerbal Space Program.
How many
Tucky?
Kerbals did you kill?
Many. But surprisingly, not that many because I don't suck.
Oh, that's the difference to Warships.
Shots fired.
Look, the only thing I have to throw at you right now here is scissors. So if you want me to, I will.
I mean, I have proof for HR. That's okay. Shots fired indeed. Look, guys, I have to play with him in Division all the time. Like, if there's one guy who can make that shot, it's me.
We are joining the lemming train.
Have to, yes.
Look.
Are we joining the lemming train? Look, I'm a Pensacola in a tier 8 match. I'm trying to be sensible and like hide for the majority of the game.
So, Tucky, what is your favorite PC game? Outside of Warships, obviously.
Outside of I already said it.
What was it?
Well, anything where you can build and have your people die horribly because you
Yeah,
forgot something.
I can say that this is the answer that comes from Tucky, yes. But there's also a question, like, besides what you played, like, recently, like, overall, all-time favorite game?
All-time favorite, I would say the Steel Panthers series.
Okay.
Fairly old hex-based tactical games.
Mr. Conway?
EVE Online.
That's a very good answer.
If it's the all-time favorite game, it's just it's the best PC game ever made, but I can't play it anymore.
I will have to cheat here and split up my answer. I'll split up into 3 categories. One is an online game. I will say it's EVE Online as well, because that's just like amazing game. Just takes way too much time. Just PC game in general, offline. It's Command & Conquer Generals, 0 Hour. That's my favorite game, I would say, that I spent a lot of time on. And then console game, I would say it's still Final Fantasy VII. And I'm looking forward to the remake, but that's it.
For me it would be Steel Panthers for the strategies and the X-Wing / TIE Fighter series for fun shooting things.
But chat, now you have to tell us.
Yes.
Besides World of Warships, what do you love to play?
Well, I see already mentions of Prison Architect.
Aradorn is asking, do you think the complaints about CVs have any merit? aka nothing can counter them right now. Well, I don't think it's that black and white. I do think that, complaints about CVs, they do describe accurate situations sometimes, but oftentimes very extreme cases, right? So overall, I think, yes, they have some merit, and it's something we're definitely looking into, how we can improve these pain points when playing against CVs or playing CVs. But overall, I think that we've come a good way when it comes to CV work, and there's still some more things to do.
It would be nice
X-Wing or Wing Commander, yes, that's a good one as well. Diablo, Anno, yeah, I can see that, chat, we all have a pretty similar kind of taste.
It means we are all old farts and dinosaurs.
That's okay, chat, that's okay. Like, in our minds, we're all still young.
Armored Cores, Elder Scrolls Online, Quake.
And I guess I'm right. Look, we're always trying to also, give you historical content. But it's always a balance for us. Not just in terms of, actual gameplay, because it's clearly not super realistic. It's more of an arcadey game using the historical setting. But overall, we do like to also have historical content. And if you take a look at our collections and all of the videos that we produce around the game, there's a lot of love for historical content from our side.
And guys, just because something was not built, it doesn't mean it's historical. If somebody planned building it, I would still consider that a very historical thing, even if it couldn't be built. If we stick to only ships that were built, we would have probably already run out of ships to make.
No, but it will be a lot of clones.
Well, yeah, but if you want different ships that are not just, the same class.
I mean, if you want to, you can split the New Orleans into 3 different ships, fairly strongly different.
Ragnick says, I'm kind of relieved that no one said Fortnite. Well, whoever, you play whatever floats your boat. But overall, I think most of us like similar games. So, Cyrilix here saying, hello, got back into playing World of Warships after being gone over a year. I was a CV main, left before the RTS was apparently removed. How many CVs do you guys see in matches now? Personally played CVs for the RTS and micromanagement process. Also, I noticed now the CVs are better at attacking cruisers and destroyers than actual battleships. Well, so first of all, how many CVs do we guys see in the matches now? We definitely see more CVs than before the rework. That was also part of the reason why we wanted to rework CVs, because while the RTS element was popular with players who liked that kind of micromanaging and a lot of clicks and managing a lot of squadrons at the same time, it was too overwhelming and had a very big skill gap for our player base. So we tried to
push there.
So we tried to change that.
Can I push? I'm a Pensacola.
I know.
You want me to push into the scene of Nice now in a KG5?
Well, but right for them, for example, because I now have to focus on dodging.
And then, Cyrilix, it really depends on situations, CVs attacking, cruisers and DDs. While the attack planes, for example, are very, very good at attacking the Ds, I would say that, an old, powerful, really, really strong CV player could still, just take a DD, use a lot of squadrons, and just, make him disappear. It's really hard to play against that in a DD in general against the CV. So it's not like It's kind of this like romantic point of view of like, oh, look, back in the day, everything
this
was
is
amazing,
lost.
which was not the case. Like old CVs were significantly more broken than current CVs are, and I think that we sometimes forget this, that the changes that we introduced helped a lot. But obviously, there's still some improvements that we need to make to also make sure that DD players feel like they have something they can do against CVs and so on.
If you don't like playing against CVs, start playing the European destroyers because they are hilarious.
Hilarious.
My record was so far, I think, 46 planes when the CV focused me.
Especially in Holland, you go around and then the CV decides, oh, there's a destroyer, I'm going to attack it with the rocket planes. And the amount of times I've wiped a squadron before it has even been able to just drop once is great.
So what we can see, MrConway is using the islands very nicely to not be that exposed. But overall, I have a question: Is there like free beer around the 10 line for your team, or?
It seems so.
Look, I'm just trying to sit back and try and still do some damage with my mediocre fire range, because I'm a tier 6 ship against a bunch of tier 7 battleships, and Pensacola is notoriously a floating citadel.
A Saber is asking, how do you stop the European destroyers and spot them? Well, how do you stop them? Well, you, like any other DD,
Shoot them full of holes.
Because the DDs are actually not the fastest out there, right? Their torpedoes are very fast, but they don't have a lot of defensive capabilities in terms of, like, once they're spotted, because you don't have smoke. So the best way to play against them, overall, you need to play as a team. You need to support your DD, and when a DD is spotted, it's not really just about European DDs. You focus fire on him. That's the best way to take him out.
And
even if it looks like, oh, the DD is probably going to down by somebody else, in general, just take the shot.
Yes, exactly. Don't let them disappear for you, even if they are low on health, because they have heals, so they can very effectively get back into fighting shape. I've done that, so. Don't let them breathe, basically.
Did you see that kill? Just that one shell that hit blind shot killed poor Icarus.
Road Rage Sniper is suggesting, how about getting rid of concealment and see how that changes the dynamics? Only way to hide is behind an island. Now, that would be cool. Oh, Road Rage,
that would be so static.
Always, happy to read suggestions, but this one I would say would be very detrimental to the game, because how would you play it as a destroyer or a cruiser? That would just mean that battleships would rule the seas, and I don't think that it would really encourage any interesting gameplay. Like Tuccy said, it's probably going to be very static. So, sorry, but I don't think that's a very good suggestion. That camouflage that you have, MrConway. Can you take a look at it? Yeah, that's one of the special space camouflages that we introduced with last year's.
It's one of the styles.
Yes, one of the styles. Exactly. It's not a skin; it's a style, and it looks pretty amazing on the Pensacola.
I like it too. Yeah, guys. I don't know. I've tried to play more from the second line for this game, because I'm down tiered. And I'm in a Pensacola, so obviously trying to conserve my hit points.
Interesting second line.
So, well, now we are leading a bit, and the main force of enemy battleships has retreated to the corner. So I'm confident enough to do a bit of pushing now.
Oh, so the booth with the beer moved there. Okay.
What?
The booth with the beer moved over there, like to the enemy side of the map.
Leon is asking, how often are the armory coupons refreshed? It depends on the coupon, and you can find that information when you hover over the coupons in your armory, and you will usually see the date when it's going to be refreshed, or it's actually right above it. And Gusto Purple is asking, are you going to do something about matchmaking? For example, have a tier 7 ship and I meet tier 9 ships in the same match. A bit unfair, I think. While I understand that you would like to play against ships, on the same tier or below your tier, we built the game with this in mind, that you can get up-tiered and you can get down-tiered. And as a ship, you're still able to absolutely deal with that situation. Just because you're down tiered, or like you're up tiered in your lower tier ship, doesn't mean you're helpless or anything. You just probably have to play a bit more carefully around it. And the way our matchmaker works is that if you get up tiered, this can only happen up to 40% of the time. So 60% of the time, you will be in a match where you are either on the same tier as everybody else or the top tier ship. So that's already an improvement that we made to the matchmaker. And the only thing it takes is for you to play some games on that tier for the calibration to kick in, because it takes a few matches to build up that level of distribution. But outside of that, if you play a tier 7 in a tier 9 match, be a bit more careful, because you're obviously not the top tier predator in that match, but you're very easily in the position to do something if you play it cleverly. And you do get higher multiplier, by the way, for income in terms of XP and credits if you're hitting ships that are above your tier. Could we get a steampunk theme? Oh, I would love to see that, Captain Minya.
I mean, the Halloween styles, the Halloween skins are kind of steampunkish. The hero ones, not the monster ones.
Halloween ones, the ones from Apocalypse. We had a steampunk skins.
That's not steampunk, that's dieselpunk.
Ah, Leondrum, so you have the coupon, but you don't... so you haven't used it yet. Well, it depends on the category. So best place is to head to the wiki, and they should find the information about the coupon reset times. Groundfully was asking, do you think we'll have in the future support boats who can repair their allies? I mean, never say never, but that's something more for like PvE, what we have, for example, in operations, than in the actual PvP mode. But, never say never.
You go chasing the Zeppelin?
No, I was dodging torpedoes.
Nixon is saying something he really loves about World of Warships Blitz, and he's from Steam actually, is the fact that battle carrier Ise exists as a ship. Well, maybe it will also come to the PC version at some point, but not in the foreseeable future.
No, I cannot really turn there because the Scharnhorst is cutting me off. So I can't even go and farm damage.
So, Lord of Droid, when you said, look, I converted Tuccy, and even he says this game is lost. Tuccy, how would you rate this game right now? How likely is it that you're going to lose it?
Right now, I think we are winning.
Okay. Just needed to tease Mr. Lord of Droid. Lord of Droid, I think you're using the term "this game is lost" as often as MrConway saying "I'm dead."
Yeah, MrConway saying "I'm dead" means that basically, like, I'm at 1/3 of hit points.
No, usually when I say I'm dead, it's when I'm pretty sure that I will in the next, like 10-20 seconds.
Like, yes, it's true, because usually since you are rushing, then if you are at 1/3 hit points, you will lose it very quickly. But
John Allen is asking, will the economy of operations be nerfed? Not like we're going to make some changes to the economy of operations, but more information will be available in details how these changes look like. And Mizarath is asking, I suppose the question gets asked many times, but is it planned at some point in time to be able to select the firing turret, or is it denied? I mean, you can switch if you're in the alternative battle interface. When you zoomed in with C, you can actually switch between the turrets. But in terms of selecting it actively and for example, moving them independently, that's not planned for the near future. A little peek is saying two out of 3 of the damn operations are gone, still waiting for them. Well, I think there are 2 missing besides Mirai, and they're not going to come back in the foreseeable future. But the majority of operations are still available. Nice dodging there. And you did get a cow.
Kraken Unleashed there. Nice one with the from the Graf Zeppelin.
Imp is asking, are you going to give Moscow a little love like new Soviet heavy cruiser AP shells? No, I think Moscow will stay as she is because she's really balanced right now. So we don't plan on making any changes.
Just sailing around.
Mirezi has a comment here. Can you start to do something to those players who come to play games and they just say, hey, have fun and suicide? It's really annoying, especially when the CV does that. So if you see unsportsmanlike conduct, please let your community managers know, and we can look into that. If it's like a clear case, you know, where somebody is just, you know, like actively playing against the team, for example, we will take a look at what he's doing and sanction him. April Fool's Day event, news when? Probably on April Fool's Day.
Surprising, right?
I know. What is next after European Vs? The Soviet cruiser branch split. Oh, and chat, by the way, says, well done, MrConway, both on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you very
Nice.
much. I look, you know, playing Pensacola from bottom tier is not easy. But if you know, like you need to make sure you use your concealment, use your maneuverability, and yeah, set people on fire. Nice. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, that's
I
it,
think that's
unfortunately.
pretty much it for our stream for today.
Thanks to our teammates who carried us today.
Yes, and so we have a few minutes to answer a bit more questions. Things to keep in mind for the future. So guys, we talked about this during the stream, but I just want to highlight the next weekend. So on the 4th and 5th of April, we will have the King of the Sea regional and international finals, broadcasted by our community contributors, other streamers, and the official channel. So if you like really decent gameplay and would like to participate in this by watching it, we will be live. You can also get King of the Sea content by watching the streams. We have 2 Twitch drops for that, which one is on Saturday and one is on Sunday, where you can earn one of the King of the Sea collection containers plus a mission for the King of the Sea camouflage. And if you would like to get more of the King of the Sea collectible items, you can also just head to the portal, click on the King of the Sea publication, where you can find more information. And there are 2 buttons, two buttons in the publication for 2 separate missions. Go click on it and do them. Yes, they are tier 10, because King of the Sea is also happening on tier 10, and it's themed around this. Besides that, don't forget, European DDs are still in early access. Make sure to play your directives, get your containers, and use the tokens to exchange them for your European DDs. And if you haven't done it yet, MrConway, please display the bonus code one last time for the European DD mission. This bonus code will expire after the stream shuts down, so go and redeem it now. This code will give you a mission.
Luke?
He's on it, I think.
I'm on it like a comment.
It's a very slow comment, by the way. So it's very easy how to redeem this bonus code. You just head to your portal, click on Premium Shop at the very top of the page, that golden button, and then on the right top side, you will find the Activate Wargaming code. There you go. It's Oli Oli Lade. And with this, at least I will probably shut up for now and wish you a very nice evening and weekend. Stay safe at home, follow the guidelines, and stay safe, guys.
Yep. Stay safe, have fun, and who are we going to raid?
We are going to raid, I've decided, we're going to raid StatsBlog today. StatsBlog
Cool.
is one of our community contributors, and StatsBlog is very much helping at the moment with the organization of King of the Sea and making sure that all the other streamers have all the things they need to stream, all the information, the assets that we've put together. And he runs a really, really nice Twitch stream anyway. So please consider giving him a follow. Say hi from the twins. Tell them to stay safe and stay distant socially. But I hope all of you guys are doing okay in your various states of lockdown. I'm going a bit insane, but this helps me, and I hope it helps you as well to just sit down and have a bit of a bit of a chat with each other.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to once per week see your faces around.
Yes. So with that being said, I'm going to say goodbye now.
Yep.
Have a fantastic week. Stay safe, and yeah, we'll catch you next time.
Night to night.
Bye bye.